Hey yo, flat soys mama, what's the smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? Woke up in the morning, just another day. Flat soy's chillin', playing games, that's his way. But then he hears a sound like a thunderous crash. Runs to the loo, got flash. Mom's in the zone, door locked tight. Flat soy's on the outside, going on right. Then a whiff hits him like a wave from the sea. What's that aroma, is it coming from me? Yo, flat soy's mom, what's that smell? Came from the bathroom, it's a story to tell. Poo poo out that butt, it was stinky no doubt. In the house we all shout, what's that all about? Open up the door, the drama unfolds. Mom's laughing hard, like she's bold and uncontrolled.
Anyway, how's everybody doing? There we go. So we got a new chew toy. Hey, Michael King. Hey, RT96, Real Cygnus. We got a new chew toy named Stephen Alonzo. And he's a flat earth scientist. So we've got a few videos we're going to go through. About 23 of them, but most of them are like 1 minute, less than a minute. All of them are like 90% are less than 10 minutes. So anyway, let's get on with this. So here, let me move my thing. Let me just turn off the webcam for a second. Actually, I can move this down over to here. So, first set of elevation angles to 3 separate stars. Published 22/03/24, which is not a date. This isn't a date. This isn't how we write our dates. We write our dates month, day, year. In Europe, they write them month, day, year, or day, month, year. But nobody writes them with a year first. So there's one strike right there. So his observation date is November 15, 2018. He used a sextant. So, but did he really? Did he use a sextant? Or did he just find the angle in some ephemeris and post that?
What is flat earth science?
There's no fucking such thing as flat earth science. Hey, Westside.
Well, it's asking the questions other people are too afraid to ask.
No, that's called being a cynic.
It's the willingness to face any challenge, knowing that failure is how we get better.
But you haven't. If we go to your website, you have dozens of videos where you've not gotten better. You've not gotten better at all, man. And I'm sure if we look at I don't know, this one, and look at your comments are turned off. How about that? That's weird. What about eclipses?
Hey there, this is
Comments turned off for that one too. Huh. See, you definitely don't get better if you don't have feedback.
about testing our hypotheses using first principle concepts.
See, just testing our hypotheses using first principle concepts. Those are just words to these people. Just words. They don't mean anything. Because they don't do that.
Yeah,
My name is Stephen Alonzo, and I'm a flat earth scientist. I'm pushing the boundaries of where modern science has failed.
My name is Jebediah Johnson, and I am an Amish race car driver.
I'm going where no one else before me has gone.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say that you're here. Let's say that someone else is here on your map, and they're in radio communication with the people here, whoever is at the center of this map. And when the sun goes down for this person, will this person say, "Well, damn, the sun just went into the ocean"? No, it won't, will it? Will they? No one will ever say that because that never happens. Right? So this is just Jaren's fucking personal dome of observation. That's all this is. Just an idiot who thinks Jaren is honest.
Yeah.
Head over to flatearth.university to get the Flat Earth Science textbook.
Yes, it's the Flat Earth University. $20 a year for his app. He's got an app. The Firmament Trackers Flat Earth app. Here's his so yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious. And he's got a Flat Earth University. Hey, Curious. Yes, he's another instructor. I don't know if him and Kyle are in competition for with each other, but yeah, it's hilarious.
And the Firmament Trackers.
So the rest of it's just him advertising his fucking bullshit. So here's MC Toon's Sextant Challenge attempt number 1.
Hi there, I'm Captain Steve of the SV Horizon Star, and we're currently lost at sea right now. That's me on the left there, and that's my first officer, MC Toon. He's given me these sextant readings, so hopefully we'll be able to find where we are and get back on course. As a captain of a ship, it's my responsibility to bring a flat Earth model on board. This is how...
Hey, Mr. B, what's up?
How we would navigate through the ocean. Even as a pilot, when we fly planes, we always have a flat Earth model with us on board.
No, we don't. Nobody does. No pilot, no captain has a flat Earth map or model on board. No. Sorry, pal.
So luckily, as a responsible captain, I believe I can get us back on track. And thank you to the certified sextant operator, MC Toon, for giving us these readings last night, because it's my fault we're off course. I got drunk and I don't even know where we are right now in the ocean. We could be anywhere. Now, luckily though, I do have a flat Earth model, and very basically, I want to just explain how it works. You can look up the locations of stars, and you'll get a right ascension and declination. You can look up Arcturus, Regulus.
Wait, looking it up where? Looking up where? You said you took those readings, right? How are you looking it up? There's no flat Earth ephemeris. So what information are you using?
And Dubé. For example, Dubé has a declination of 61 degrees. That means it is going to be on the upper half of the dome firmament and then projected down onto your celestial sphere in the exact same way. So
now, see this, what, you think this is a celestial sphere? No, dude, you don't even know what a celestial sphere is. Hey, Dakin, what's up, man? You don't even know what a celestial sphere is. This is not a celestial sphere. This is a personal sphere. This is a personal dome of observation that was invented by Jaren. So what the fuck are you talking about, man?
For those of you who don't know about celestial mechanics, the top of the firmament has a declination of 90 degrees. The bottom has negative 90 degrees. So
Wait, what? The bottom at negative 90 degrees? That would be the South Pole? Of course, it's not negative 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees south is what is how we say it as. But there's no such thing as negative 90 degrees. No.
this is how astronomers track the location of objects, and they
No, that's not how they track the location of objects at all. Sorry, pal.
move up and down the dome firmament, and then right ascension is how they wrap around, and it's actually measured in 24 hours. So it makes perfect sense to me. This is how I would quantify a flat earth model. Now I can show you guys the code, because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's a globe model, but all it
So MC Toon asked him to publish his code, and he said he wouldn't. He wouldn't publish his source code.
is your spherical field of vision, and we see in little domes. That's inarguably, you're going to
No, we don't see in little domes, dipshit. We don't. That is physically impossible.
see in a little dome around you in your azimuth 360 degrees, and then up and down 90 degrees. This is how you see. So then from that, we know that if an object has a declination of 90 degrees, it'll be at the very top of this little red dot right there. So that's the top of the firmament. See right here? That's the top of the firmament. So declination 90 is right.
Wait, what? Where's the top of the firmament? Where is this? Where? You're just saying that that's the top of the firmament, and then just showing us a fucking image.
There, and then as it descends, it goes lower and lower. So it makes a lot of sense to me. This is how you would navigate. It's how you would make an astronomical model. Even apps like Stellarium, they copy this exact same thing. Everything
No. Stellarium uses the heliocentric model as its source code. In its source code. Not as its source code, but in its source code. Not some flat earth bullshit like this. It uses the heliocentric math. Not the fucking shit you've just made up here.
is from a flat observer-centric viewpoint, and then throughout the day, it moves around from our perspective. Stuff sets and rises.
So dude's aware. This dude is aware that I am live right now. But where is he?
So like this is just how celestial mechanics work. Now what we're trying to do though is
No, it's not.
get our course back on track. If you actually see those three blue dots, I put our stars into the system, and if you actually notice, see how it says locked on the left hand side. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I don't want to cut off too much, but see that green text saying locked on? This is how I would do a 3-point star fix. You
And you would be lost 20 miles from shore. You would die at sea.
navigate around and find out when you're locked on. So let's increase our latitude. Okay, see how we're not locked on anymore? Let's try adjusting the longitude going around.
How can you not be locked on, dude? Seriously, how could you not be locked on?
Okay, see how
See, you still have those in view. How can you not be locked on to them?
we're not locked on anymore?
But still, they're still in your field of view above the Earth. How can you not be locked on? Your app sucks.
Let's try adjusting the longitude going around.
It's longitude.
Let's go maybe a little up. So see how we are getting locked onto stuff. So let me set the time correctly. 8:30 GMT is going to be 3:30 Central Time.
Hey, Next Pro. What's up, man? Good to have you here.
And GMT is the same as UT.
Hey, Mr. Davis. Good to see you. Welcome aboard.
EC0 for all you who aren't familiar. So let's set the flat earth model to 3:30 a.m. And as you see earlier, all time is its right ascension. That's how they took our flat earth and wrapped it around a ball.
No, no. See, the flat earth is not. That's not how they wrap the flat earth around a ball. The flat earth came from the ball. From the spherical earth. Your AE map right here is a projection of the sphere. It's not the other way around.
You'll find a whole bunch of coincidences like that, and to me it's beyond a reasonable doubt that this is the accurate
Yes, Real Cygnus, this doof.
depiction of the world. I don't really see any other way. If you try to wrap this around a ball, it doesn't, like, and I have a globe myself. I study this stuff. It makes no sense at all except
Well, he studies this stuff.
a flat infinite plane. Remember, it's an infinite plane.
No. No, it's not.
We're not
It's not even a plane, dude. It's a sphere.
floating in space. But let's get back to what is important here. So let me make some more space. So now that we've set the date, November 15th, 2018, 3:30 a.m. Now, see these three stars? All we're trying to do is figure out their angles from the flat Earth. It's right angles, and again, that's another reason why I argue if we're I do not know how to do it on a globe, because then you don't have a right angle. And
What do you mean don't have a right angle? When do you need a right angle? And why couldn't you have a right angle with a globe? Does he think you can't measure an angle from a spherical surface?
I've looked into it a little bit on the globe, and I think they use stuff like dip tables, and you have to correct for what they did by wrapping it around a ball.
No, you don't have to correct for that, dude. What are you talking about? You have to correct for dip angle to bring your eyesight up to horizontal. What the fuck are you talking about?
So for us, we don't need to do that. We're using the actual real model, the true depiction of Earth, and we can simply do it with right angle triangles against our flat Earth. So you
And they don't work. It won't work.
see these three things? What we're trying to do is find the longitude and latitude where we get the measurements we need. So see right here, it now shows that Dubhe and Arcturus were locked on now. That's amazing. What we're exactly looking for, though, is going to be Regulus. So it would be wrong for me to say that we are in the North Russian Sea.
My question to him would be, what is preventing you from seeing every star in the sky from everywhere on that thing? What's preventing you?
Just because Arcturus and Dubhe are close. Let me see if I can find.
No, they are not close. They are not fucking close at all, man. They are thousands of light years away.
And tune that just to get as close as possible. Yeah, okay, so we got to 25 for Arcturus. Now let me go back, actually.
Yes, Dakin, that's what he's doing. He's trying to convince people dumber than him that he knows what he's talking about.
27 for Arcturus, and then for Dubhe we're at 54. So, but we need to do a 3-star location. But you understand the logic here. So now that we have flat Earth models in modern days, this is one of the reasons why it's so easy to do celestial navigation. What we'll do is we'll just write a very simple function. So we're calling this function MC2 after our first navigator who gave us these readings. Without him, our ship will still be off course and we would be lost at sea and completely screwed. All we do is we go through every possible latitude and longitude and then see if the right angle triangle from our flat earth matches what we're looking for. So in my code, I did a plus or minus 5 degree. And if we get a match there,
So we digitally throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. Is that what you're saying? You put in numbers till you find one that affirms your consequent?
I can then manually adjust it to see where it'll exactly be. And as you've seen before, it shows us our latitude and longitude up here on the flat earth model.
So how would you know which one to select? Because you don't know where you are and you don't know where the star is.
And just to show you guys the time still, it's still up there, so everything's fine. So let me, I guess, just run the function now called mctune. So we're going to click this. Let me focus on the observer.
Now I know the earth is flat because I've studied all the
And let
science.
me
And now I
make
know
some
more
space.
than all the scientists. Flat earth
What the fuck was that?
all the
And let
science.
me
And now I
make
know
some
more
space.
than all the scientists. Flat earth Steve.
So
I
all we're
got
doing is
degrees
we're
in
just going to
flat
now
earth.
navigate through it.
Flat
So let me see if I
earth,
can
Steve, I
put...
got-
Oh my god, I gotta find that song. What the fuck? Thought I heard something outside. I gotta find that song.
got degrees in
on
flat
the
earth.
location.
Now I
Yeah,
know
so
the
see
earth
how
is
we're
flat
going
'cause
down
I've studied
longitudes
all the
now?
science.
And
now I know more
this
than
might take a
all the
while. I said it's
scientists.
slow, so
Flat
it will,
earth Steve, I got degrees in
like,
flat earth.
normally you don't need to
Flat
display
earth
the
Steve, I
graphics.
got
You just
degrees in
automatically
flat earth.
calculate this. This is how technology works on modern ships, airplanes,
No, it's not how technology works on anything, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
any vessel.
We use GPS. That's what we use. Hey, Tinker Phil.
This is really nice. So let me turn off this because I want to... Oh, I have to zoom out maybe to get it back on screen. Can I turn off the sun and moon? I don't want that covering. No, I want to fix the UI then. I don't want to see the sun and moon information, but it looks like we have to. But there's going to be about 8 or 9 stars that I've plotted into the system. And again, there's nothing based on a globe. This is your perspective. So, for example, the sunset. I assume most of you don't actually believe the sun is setting and rising from the actual water. As you know, it's about a mile for every 69 degrees.
Well, it would have to be on your model. It would have to set in the water on your model.
So even though the sun's up here, the farther it gets from you, it's going to go through there. Now, I'm going to let this program just run and see what it finds, if it even does find a valid location, because, like, see Regulus here, is it going to lock on? I just want to see if it shows locked. Yeah. So see how it's showing locked on in the green? What happens is when 3 locations lock on, this will stop and it'll log the longitude and latitude that we're at. So, yeah, I'll check back in a little bit and let you guys know where we're at. So now I'm wondering if it's even possible. Because I'm only getting double matches. I'm not getting more than 3. And you see the geometry, right? So right now we have Dubhe and Arcturus up where they need to be. But we would then need Regulus, which is this small...
So he's got 3 different times listed, which is not how you do a celestial reading. I guess you would. You would. Yeah, you'd have 3 different times. Never mind. But yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
little one down here to go to 70 degrees. Is that even possible? So now I'm just trying to think about it. If we were to keep, let's say, Dubé where it is, Arcturus where it is, how can that work?
How can that work? I don't know. Earth's a sphere.
Right, because we have to be in the northern hemisphere. We know that no matter what. So we're above the
Why? Why? What makes you not be able to see this star out here? What prevents you from seeing a star from anywhere on this flat Earth thing? Hey, build your own CNC.
equator. That means this should be very easy to brute force. Like, let me go
Yes, it's very contrived.
over
This is called affirming your consequent.
here. Like, let me play around with the geometry. On the right-hand side, if you see a red, that is what we're looking for. But I don't know if it's possible. Because look, if we put Regulus up to 70 degrees, see, Regulus is now locked on over on the left-hand side. Let me zoom up maybe a bit more. And let's turn off the date. So Regulus is now up at 70 degrees. But Dubé is now way too low, and Arcturus is too low. So, yeah, it doesn't
Where are your circles of equal altitude?
make sense. So I
Hey, Joe Black.
am going to have to
Hey, Brixamite. Good to have you here.
go through MC Toon's videos to see if anyone has actually submitted the right answer, not the methodology. I know no one's ever, or no one will ever actually fulfill the challenge, but what is the actual location? Like, is it even possible to do that? Because I don't think so.
I don't know. Every baller every Glover that's taken the challenge has found the location.
Okay. Like, where could it be? Like, even if we just brute force it, there's no possible location for it to be. The only possible scenario is if there is a
All right, Brixie.
trick, which I might not be surprised. So, index error, true bearing, temperature, and pressure. Is that going to adjust the angles enough that it actually matters? Or was that just put there for us to calculate the precise latitude and longitude by like maybe 5 significant digits? I don't know. So if I cannot find a location, sorry,
But this is only his first attempt. This is only his first attempt.
ignoring all of that, that will be what I do for my second attempt. Because right now you see what I'm doing, right? It makes perfect sense. These are the angles that he gave us, and
Yeah.
they would all have to
You know why they don't line up? Because the Earth isn't flat, man.
be above what I think is an impossible thing. I don't know. I can only get a double match. Now let's go to
weird.
the equator and just be weird. Because is it even possible on the equator to do this as well? I don't think so. So what stars are there? Yeah, no, so
Where are these stars? Why are they down here? Why are they disappearing below your flat Earth? I don't understand this.
Along the equator, it'll never be more than a single match. Yeah. You see that? And then let's move to the maybe 10 degrees.
Hey, debatable D. Debatable D.
And then let's go back.
This is from the Journal of Scientific Cosmology or Journal of Geocentric Cosmology. And I mean, just the name is hilarious because geocentric means the Earth is a sphere, but at the center of the universe or the solar system, not the sun. Geocentric still means spherical Earth.
Back. Sorry, I think I broke it. There's a lot of calculations going on behind the scenes. Let's reload this. Set the date to November 15th. Time 3:30.
By the way, I got the tank, the gas tank, and the hose. It's fucking place is toasty. And one thing I want to do is print the housing for a fan, for a small, like computer-sized fan, so that I can mount it in the doorway of my bedroom. So all that hot air that's up in the ceiling that can't get anywhere because there's a wall in the way where the door is. The door fan or the door jamb fan will sit in the corner of the door jamb and suck air in from one room to the next. So it's a little chilly in the bedroom because I got a lot of hot air up top because hot air rises. So I need something to move the air within the place. Because this thing doesn't have forced air. I wish it did.
And yeah, let's get back to this and not slide the date as fast as we were doing before. So let's do it at 15 latitude. No, let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. Let's brute force this together just so you see that I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, personal dome of heat. There you go. That'll help.
Yeah, so it's only a single match. Green means a single match. Let's go up to 20 degrees now. Single match. Single match. Single match, yeah. Let's go to 30 degrees. Okay, we're in a single match zone. Double matches. So there's a double match right around here. But can we get a triple? I don't think we will ever get a triple match.
You know why? You know why you aren't getting a triple match?
Nope. So let's go to 35 degrees, just slightly more. And yeah, let's head back. Double match. Yeah, no, so the only place I've ever got good luck is right along here, and then as we get to the North Russia Sea. That seems to be the hot spot, but let's go up to 40 latitude, and let's go back along here. Yeah, no. So let's go up to 50 degrees latitude. Nope. So let's go up to 60 degrees of latitude. Is it freezing again? Yes. I have a whole bunch of... It's a publisher subscriber base, but an RxJS, we call them subscriptions, and it's really, really nice because I can change something
Imagine a
like
world where-
anything on the UI and have something deep in the code kind of just react to that. But I gotta clean all this up. And actually, it could just be what I just did.
I mean, didn't he try this like before he went on camera? I mean, if you're gonna do a video, man, try it first. You should probably try it first so you don't embarrass yourself.
Now. Like just a couple hours ago, I implemented this celestial navigation thing, so that might actually be what's breaking everything right now. But let's go to 3:30. Turn off the sun, get the planets and stars. Yeah, so let's put our location up to 50. No, let's go to 60 degrees. 60 degrees and just rotate that around. Yeah, single matches. That's what I mean. There's the only double match I really got is right around here. So if we're at this location here, there's a double match. Let me take a screenshot of that. Because if I'm doing something wrong, I want to learn what I'm doing wrong. And I'm not even sure how many flat earthers have attempted this. But the North Russia Sea is one spot. And then I think
3 or 4.
right over here, like in like Toronto Sea. Let me go to where I think another double match was. Yeah, so right here, there's another double match. Let me rotate that around. Let me screenshot this as well. Make sure, actually, I don't think I had the GPS in the last screenshot. So let's go back to the other one.
Wait a second, GPS? That's a global positioning system. That's not, it doesn't have anything to do with flat Earth, man.
So North Russia Sea, that was like 80. And then over here. Yeah, so the North Russia Sea around here. So, one sec, let me... You want to see the right angle triangles just so people don't think I'm crazy.
Yeah, put some triangles in there.
Nice.
That'll
yeah,
help.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because that's how we do
That'll
celestial
help.
navigation. The angles given to us up here are the angles of the horizon. Like, and that's the thing. I'm not just making this up. Like, you can check this in.
Yeah, you are. You're making all this up. It doesn't work on in real life. It doesn't work in real life. Your flat Earth bullshit doesn't match reality. You're making this up. I'm sorry, no. Jaron made it up, and you're just trying to fucking capitalize on it.
Stellarium. So let's do that just before we end this then. Okay, so using Stellarium, let's go to the Kara Sea, which is roughly...
So he loses right there. he loses.
The closest one you can go. These types of platforms are limited. You can't actually type in the GPS like you can on a flat Earth model. But let's go to what we're trying to do. So November, December, so the 11th month and 15 at 3:30, because for me I'm in Central Time, and Stellarium will be looking at the JavaScript data object, which will be in your user's time. So let's just search for Regulus,
The JavaScript data object.
just to confirm that it is 10 degrees from the horizon and that it's not possible to actually solve this challenge. So yeah, you see up here, let me see if I can yeah, so see how it's
Copium gives you wings.
5 degrees from the horizon. That makes sense because we're at 73 degrees latitude at the Kara Sea. So let me just put my latitude to 73, and you see how Regulus now 5, hold on. What is the Kara Sea exactly? 73 and longitude 71. Okay, yeah, so now Regulus is down to that 4 degrees from the horizon. So everything I've been doing for the last 20 minutes is sound. This is how anyone would have to
It sounds like horse shit.
do it. So even if you use Stellarium and tried to do the exact same thing I did, it's going to take a lot longer though. But you will never find a location where all 3 stars match that location. And let's just see.
Yeah, you will. You absolutely will. If these are the 3 stars that MC Toon gave you, you most fucking certainly will, because they are readings that he took himself.
Right now, Dubhe. It is 54 degrees, matching my 53. It's roughly. And then Arcturus.
I mean, dude, if you can't even pronounce the names of stars right, what the fuck are you doing being a professor?
27, matching mine. So yeah, everything the Flat Earth model predicts is exactly what Stellarium claims, except they're limited to the first person view. They don't actually let you zoom.
First person view. That's the view you take when you're doing a celestial observation, is the first person view. So
Zoom out and see what it looks like in real life. So that's why I don't know, like, what is wrong with this challenge? Is it possible, or is it going to be this stuff that is causing the issue? And that's the whole trick, because it's not just the basics we're thinking, it's going to be something much more complicated. That's interesting. So yeah, this is what I'm going to look into next. At the moment, I do not believe it's possible. If anyone has actually submitted the location, we can verify where it is and see, but I don't think that's possible as of my
Ruhif did it.
knowledge yet.
Anyone who understands celestial navigation understands how to do a site reduction can do it. He claims to be a professor, yes. He's Professor... What? I can't remember his name. He's got a rap somewhere. I want to find it.
Okay,
Hey, Shifty Eyes.
so I figured out what I did wrong in my first attempt of the MC Toon Sextant Challenge. When I searched for the celestial coordinates of the Dubhe star, I just used the first result of Google, right ascension of 1 hour, and I wrote it down. It turns out, though, that the right ascension is actually 11 hours. So this is like a 100-degree offset, because remember, right ascension is how stuff wraps around the firmament. So
And I believe if you put in where the star is, it's going from your location at that point in time. I believe that's how it works. So if you did it later, it might be 180 degrees off.
I confirmed this with Stellarium to make sure that
I'm only making a guess,
the
but the it changes. That's why we do a time. That's why we record the time when we do a celestial observation, is so you'll know the exact time that you saw it at that location. So if you put it in at different times, you're going to get different declination and different azimuths. So
These are the accurate coordinates. So now, with everything plotted correctly, and again, this is not a globe model. See the video for attempt number.
is he back? Well, I know he's been Real Cygnus. I know he's been uploading old, like from 2017 and 19, and I know he's been uploading old videos that he did. So I mean, he was back to his old games before he ever went. I think he's just hedging his bets.
Number 1, where I show you guys the code for this and how it works. But now that we have these 3 stars plotted, we can now attempt to do our 3-star fix. So let's get rid of the date so we can clear up some room. So we're locked onto the Dubhe star.
Yeah, Real Cygnus, that's from 2017. That's way, way old. Yeah, so he hasn't learned anything. My bet is he's either hedging his bets or he's just capitalizing on stuff that's been debunked before the entire game is up.
Let me try that. Okay, so for Dubhe to be at 55 degrees, that seems like it's there. And then Regulus would want to be up kind of to 70. Let's try. Oh, okay, so we're getting close. So see how we're now getting double matches. So Dubhe is 55. Regulus is locked on. We need to lower Arcturus. Let me see if I can click on a star. Which one is Arcturus? Well, actually, I guess it would be the lowest angle one. So which?
None of them are. There isn't a star in the sky. Hey, Wrath, there isn't a star in the sky named Arcturus.
Which one's lowest right now? Okay, that makes sense. So Arcturus is there. To lower that,
we are watching videos by I can't remember his name. Wait, what is his name? Stephen Alonso. Yeah, Stephen Alonso, and he's the professor at the Journal or the Flat Earth University. This is his second attempt at MC Toon's Sextant Challenge.
we would lower our longitude. Without going too far. Oh! We found a match. We found a match. Okay.
So his personal observation dome, let's see, goes from, goddamn, that's thousands of miles. So according to this, you should be able to see something 1,000 miles away, right?
So, this is good. So this means we now have to just fine-tune these areas. So we want Regulus to be exactly 70, Arcturus to be 27, and Dubhe to be 59. So
Right.
what would we...
And about this time, the crew of his ship is ready to mutiny because they're learning that their captain is incompetent.
we adjust there? Oh, it's actually going to be hard because it's going to keep popping up that message. But this is how you do a 3-star fix. So that algorithm I ran before, I could let it just now go through every single line of latitude and get that exact location. So from MC Toon's readings, these are the locations. That's pretty cool. Let me take a
Okay, then where are you? Where are you with these 3 readings? What is your location?
screenshot of this. Yeah. That's how you do a 3-star fix on Flat Earth. Very, very simple.
Okay, and what is your location
Hey guys,
on your flat Earth? Does it match MC Toon's location?
I was recently accused
I don't think MC Toon was in the middle of the fucking ocean.
of using the Walter Bislin model.
Yes, he's the. Did I use Walter Bislin's model in the Sextant Challenge? Meaning Walter Bislin's flat Earth model, which uses impossible physics, impossible maths, and just it basically designed to mock them.
Now, that is objectively false. An easy way to test is the source code. Hey guys, I was recently accused of using the Walter Bislin model. Now, that is objectively false. An easy way to test is the source code.
Walter Bislin's model. Let's see. Walter Bislin's flat Earth model. The flat Earth dome model. Here we go. Yeah, you did. You did use Walter Bislin's flat Earth model. See, it does the same thing. You most certainly did, dude. The fuck are you talking about? Let's see, time. Here's the time. Day of the year. Where can I put myself? Oh, there we go. See, you can move it north or south. You most certainly did, dude. Look at it. Look, this is your fucking model. That's why you won't release a source code, because you can compare it to Walter Bislin's source code and find that they're the same.
Walter's model is about 2,000 lines of JavaScript, where mine is 22,000 lines of TypeScript. Now, another way is the Git history. Now, this is impossible to fake due to the way
So you're typing JavaScript into your whatever script you said your model is made out of? Okay.
the hashes and signatures
How does that work?
That right-hand side there can all be verified online. This
Ice Cube. Good to have you here. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming.
is GitHub. So as developers, we use version
This guy actually responded to a comment of me asking if it was Bislin's model on another channel. Yep.
control in our
And it is. I just showed it is.
source code, and I can prove that I have spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on this over several months. Whenever we make a change to our source code, we do a small little thing called a commit, and you can see kind of what I did here on the left, what I've been working on over time. And originally, this wasn't even going to be a flat Earth model. If you see the name of this project, it's called Gamepad Display. And what I originally wanted to do was learn about the Gamepad API that modern web browsers have.
Okay, so you used a controller instead of a mouse and a keyboard. Well done. So that makes it completely different.
So that's originally the whole reason why I learned this. I wanted to be able to use the game controller. It's like X input. There's a few ways that it's universal. So the game controller you have now, I can interact with. And I just thought that was so cool. And then from there, it branched off into the basics of 3D modeling. What would happen if I have a sun just doing a little rotation around us? And then from there, it just ended up being this huge custom coded model. But you can even see my source code files here. It's entirely different, nothing the same at all. What did is it model? Was this the first one I started? Let me just see what's here. But I was playing around with like the plasma moon map, and this was the
plasma moon map. What? The moon didn't made of plasma, dude.
very first iteration I did. I think I called it Model 1, but we're using WebGL. I think Walter Bislin was using legacy JavaScript, and to be honest, I can't even understand Walter's code. His is in JavaScript, where mine's in TypeScript, so we have objects, and it's an entirely different experience. But let me just see. So yeah, this is some of like the code that I'm using for my stuff, and it's nothing at all to do with Walter Bislin's model. They're not even compatible. So I just want to clarify that, let you guys know the history of my model, the purpose of it, how it originally started off, and the Git history is a testament to that. So I know most Globers.
TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript that adds static typing to the language. This means you can define types of variables, function parameters, and return values, which help catch errors in the development process. So yeah, it's JavaScript.
They can't code anything themselves. They have they can't do what I did. So that's why they want to lie. They want to bring down their superiors. And at the end of the day,
Wait, bring down their superiors? Are you talking about you being the superior? No, dude, you're not.
all globe earthers have is lies, where we have the proof, and I think that tells us the difference between their character and our character.
Okay, so where was the location that MC Toon was at in his challenge? You haven't done that. You failed twice.
We don't need to lie and make up anything. We just do it ourselves, do it honestly, and that's how we know the earth is flat.
You know, just saying that the earth is flat proves you're not honest, because the earth isn't flat. It's been measured.
Earths on Ice, the movie, featuring Jaron, Austin, MC Toon, and Will Duffy.
Okay, there were more people that went. So, and this was done 3 days ago, man. There were 10 people there.
3 flat earthers and 6 globe earthers have left for Antarctica to conduct a once-in-a-lifetime experiment to validate the flat earth model by witnessing the 24-hour sun.
No, they didn't go there to validate the flat earth model. Sorry, that's a lie. Hey, a squirrel, how's it going? Good to have you here. Almost missed you. Who does this guy think he's fooling? Flat earthers. And he's doing a pretty good job of it.
All 9 of them were giving GPS trackers. We're monitoring their every position, data points collected in real time.
Hey everyone.
Excited about tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be here before we know. We gotta get up super early. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. There's a Toon distracted. Oh no, he's gone. We're live. Say hi to everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey, Stanley.
Here is the ALE plane that we're going to fly on the 757 all the way to
how'd they make the painting of those windows look so real? They're really good at that, aren't they?
And we got the whole thing here. Going.
We used the flight radar to track when they left Punta Arenas. The best part of this was that it wasn't just the flight radar data we were relying on. We had the official...
No, you were also relying on a spherical Earth model to plot that data on.
GPS, but we also had 9 people with our own GPSs. So we could compare the data, and if anything was different, we would know.
We? What do you say? Who's we, white man? You weren't there. So which we is you?
Hey, I'm very excited to announce the first of 3 TFE challenges. These challenges are going to allow each side, Flat Earth and Globe, to make predictions based on their respective models. And then we will see which side's predictions were most accurate. Now, the first challenge has to do with our flights to South America. We will all fly on a very long, non-stop flight to Santiago, Chile. And our participants will fly to Santiago from 4 different airports.
Flat Earth distance formula demonstrates remarkable accuracy across all test cases when comparing against the globe Habersign. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it doesn't, buddy. Flat Earth Lorentz latitude distance formula. Lorentz contraction coefficient. Etheric compensation distance scaling factor. Height of firmament in kilometers. Normalization of distance in kilometers. Oh, okay. So what do these mean in see that's what you think they mean in your formula. What do these mean in the Habersign formula? Initial flat Earth approximation. Our initial flat Earth model used a Cartesian approximation. DF equals this word salad. Hold on a second. See, that's not that either, dude. What the fuck? DF? That's not your, that's not this formula. It's closer to this one, the Globe Habersign distance formula. So you're using the Globe Habersign formula as your initial flat Earth approximation, which is wrong. Dr. Alonso, he considers himself a doctor. He thinks he has a doctorate in something. I don't know.
So for this challenge, you need to submit your predictions concerning the sun in Punta Arenas, Chile. Now these should include sun angles at sunrise and sunset, and also sunrise and sunset times.
But how do you come up with that? How do you come up with that? Because that's impossible. What you're showing is impossible on a flat Earth. Completely predictable on the globe, though. It would have been interesting to see did MC Toon review these at all? I'd like to see that.
So for TFE challenge number 3, I need you to submit predictions for the distance between meridians, between lines of longitude, specifically at Punta Arenas 53 degrees south. And once again, please show your math or your method.
See, distance between meridians of longitude. This report presents a comparative analysis of calculating distance between meridians and longitude using flat Earth planar trigonometry versus globe spherical geometry. Using Punta Arenas, Chile, we demonstrate how local observations and flat planar trigonometry can accurately predict distances between meridians without requiring complex spherical calculations. This result shows remarkable agreement between the two methods with only 0.16 difference, validating the simpler flat Earth approach. The fundamental equation, or a fundamental equatorial meridian distance of 113.32 kilometers can be derived through direct observational methods without relying on spherical assumptions. This value emerges from multiple independent verifiable methods.
His results were almost identical to all of the globe entries, which did not make sense. I started looking at his math, and I noticed a very interesting number: 6,371 kilometers. His formula that he used included this very specific number of 6,371 kilometers. That just so happens to be the exact average radius of the globe.
That's weird. That's weird. Wait, great circle. No. Okay. See, a great circle is is dividing a sphere in half. So, what happened to the other half of your sphere here? See, this is the Earth. This is bullshit. So you notice all the hard cuts in Will Duffy's portion of this video, meaning that he edited Will Duffy's video to show him agreeing with him when he doesn't. And I believe somebody had gone on Will Duffy's channel and talked about this, and Will Duffy said no, he didn't get it right.
My name is Steven Alonzo, and I'm a flat Earth scientist. I'm pushing the boundaries of where modern science has failed.
No, you're not. You're trying to make up shit to affirm your consequent. That's all you're doing, dude. You aren't presenting any science.
Going where no one else before me has gone.
Hello, it's Steve from Flat Earth University, and I'm here with the final experiment challenge number 1. I think I'm the first submission from possibly both the Flat Earth and the globe sides. That's a very exciting thing.
But the final experiment challenge wasn't for you. It was for the people who went. So
what we're presenting here is a flat
I think, I don't know, could have been up for everybody.
Earth distance formula. Now, even though me personally, I believe that the Haversine formula is a 2D unit circle flat Earth formula, and that
No, it's not. It's not. Let's see. Let's look up Haversine formula. Haversine formula definition. Haversine formula. You fucking idiot. The Haversine formula is a mathematical equation to calculate the great circle distance between 2 points on a sphere. So you're full of shit, pal. You're a liar.
That globe has took it over. I can still
Hey, Ryan Cooper, how you doing? You are absolutely correct. The Haversine formula only works on a sphere by definition.
accept the premise of Will's challenge and create a flat Earth formula based on the known concepts we have, such as the fluid ether, the Lorentz
No, fluid ether. There's no such thing as ether, dude. That's been debunked.
length contractions, the height of the firmament, and we
There's no such thing as the firmament. There's no dome, man. So there can't be any height to the firmament.
end up with the formula.
So this is just one step. This is one intellectual step up from Brian Leakey with his horseshit refraction formula.
Right at the top, which is based on flat Earth concepts, and most importantly, there is no spherical trigonometry in that top formula. And
then you're fucking up, because spherical trigonometry is how we measure the Earth. So
that's the whole point. Can we do it without the Haversine? And what I ended up finding was not only was the differences very, very small over those long distance flights. If you haven't watched Will's video, I encourage you to do it so you can see the 4 test cases that we had to match up against. And based on these error margins, what I ended up finding out is that my formula is actually more accurate than the globe formula. Now there could
no, it's not, because you have variables in here that are fictional. So no, it can't be more accurate.
Could be 2 reasons for that. In globe theory, well, I guess in heliocentric theory, you have to deny ether. If you
Yes, we deny anything that's not real. Absolutely.
believe in spherical geocentric cosmology, you would accept the fluid ether. You don't have to deny science too much. So I don't know if in globe
Yes, radius, height of firmament in kilometers. Yes, absolutely fucking horseshit.
theory, this has been ignoring how to correctly measure length contractions as we travel through latitudes. Another major issue with the globe theory is that it seems derived upon the flat Earth formula. You have to first
Hey, Aiden. Glad you made it.
wrap it around a ball, and that's why you end up with these errors. Let me go to right here where we actually then tested the 4 test cases. We see the Haversine formula, but then we also see the flat Earth formula, and we see how close it is, and we see those, it's less than 1%, it's like 0.2%, 0.1 in many cases.
So, question: which one's correct? See, it's like you're a little off on every globe Earth measurement using your flat Earth bullshit formula. So, I don't understand how you can say that it's more accurate. Because with the Haversine formula, yeah, that's the distance. That's the distance. That's the distance. See, these are wrong. These are wrong.
Than 1% is like.
So how can you say your flat Earth formula is more accurate? You know, if I say, well, from goalpost to goalpost, it looks like, according to my formula, it looks like it's 200 yards, but the actual distance is 140. How does that work? How does that work? Where you have the actual distance known, and you don't match.
Like 0.2%, 0.1 in many cases. We see that. So how I was able to conclude, and you see all the math here, you can go through the math yourself. For example, for Los Angeles, we show you the Haversine formula, then we show you the flat Earth formula. So you can verify all this yourself. That's what's so good about flat Earth science.
What's so good about flat Earth science? Go ahead.
Make a hypothesis, you test it, and you see. And
that it's wrong. It's wrong. So your flat Earth formula doesn't work.
I did not necessarily know what the output of my formula would be. But now I believe I have a more accurate formula than the Haversine. And you see.
But you don't, dude. You don't. You don't. Look, here. You don't. See, you're off, man. You're always off. You don't have a more accurate formula.
Now I believe I have a more accurate formula than the Haversine. And you see how elegant the flat Earth formula is. It's beautiful.
No, it's not elegant. It's made up. Your variables are based on fictitious shit. Hey, Professor Phil Bell.
Beautiful. Where with the Haversine formula, it's all a mess and it makes no sense.
But it's accurate. We don't give a shit if it doesn't make sense to you. It's accurate.
Let's go down to the bottom, what I was going to show you for the conclusion. We see that it is a highly...
Every time I hear that word elegant, it reminds me of Code Monkey.
accurate model.
Code Monkey. It just reminds me of this song. Every time I hear that word.
Code Monkey, get up, get coffee. Code Monkey, go to job. Code Monkey, have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob say Code Monkey very diligent, but his output stink. His code not functional or elegant. What do Code Monkey think? Code Monkey think maybe manager wanna write goddamn login page himself.
Code not elegant or functional or elegant.
Provides a mathematically sound method of doing these calculations, most importantly on the Gleason flat Earth map, and without having to do any spherical trigonometry. Now, we do two unique flat Earth concepts here. Let me find citation 1.
Oh, did you? Awesome. Was it at a sci-fi convention? That's usually what his audience is.
Citation 1 is that we realize...
First time I heard him was Alive. Still Alive. I love that song.
As we can't...
We're out of beta. We're releasing on time. That's hilarious.
Do just a basic Cartesian approximation. Why? Well, that's because...
That's a total slam on Valve.
We know that there is a fluid ether that exists within our universe.
No, we don't. We don't know that because there isn't one.
Not a rigid ether. That's been disproven through many experiments like Michelson-Morley and...
Oh, rigid ether. So not a fluid ether. So they weren't trying to measure the Earth going through the fluid ether? That's not what they were doing?
Over time, we learn that the idea of a solid ether can't exist, and what actually exists is a fluid ether that seems to actually drift at about 15 degrees an hour.
Okay, so it's a fluid ether that drifts at 15 degrees per hour. Holy shit, this guy.
So I think people like Bob Nodell many years ago actually calculated this, but at the limitations of flat Earth science at the time, we didn't know what it was. Is it the globe rotating, or is it the ether? And
it's the globe rotating. We know this because we see it rotating from space.
These new knowledges really allow us to become more confident in our understanding of flat Earth. So citation 1 is the Lorentz latitude hypothesis for the Gleason map. This explains how, as we travel latitudes through the ether, there is going to be an actual contraction. It's not that the Gleason map is wrong. If you're up that high looking down, it will appear like that, but as you physically get there, there is a length contraction. If you don't account for that, you'll never ever measure an accurate distance on flat Earth. Now, I wrote this September 8th. I didn't just make this up for this challenge. This is settled science that
No, it's not settled science. Nothing about the ether is fucking settled science, dude.
has been around for a while. Now, citation 2. What we then do is we realize that the effects of special relativity in the Lorentz ether transform depend on how high the celestial dome is. Now, what I realized is that my original number was wrong. You can see here, if you go back to May 8th, I originally argued, now this is in miles, I'm not going to try to misrepresent this 6,000 and claim that it's the same 6,000 that I'm claiming here. This is in miles. We're doing kilometers here. So this would be about 10,000 instead of 6, just so you see what I'm talking about. But what happened is I thought the height of the dome was about 6,000 miles. I'm now realizing, because I wasn't accounting for relativity back in that time. It's only now.
How does relativity have to do with the height of the dome? What the
that
fuck?
We have a really good way to quantify this, that I'm learning now that the dome is actually going to be that high up. And those citations are down here. So when you get this PDF to read, it's just at the bottom. Go through it, see it, ask me questions about it. But that's the fundamental.
So yeah, he's citing himself in his footnotes.
Concepts of the flat Earth distance formula.
So Professor Phil Bell, do scientists cite their own work in their footnotes for their work? Does that normally happen?
Very, very powerful, because we can look at the globe Habermas
in a scientific paper
sign formula. Okay, see that they did try to simplify stuff in the flat Earth formula, solve for stuff, and simplify it down to spherical trig, and they're close. That's the thing. We can't pretend that the globe.
No, they're absolutely right on using spherical trigonometry and the Haverside formula.
Model can't make predictions. It can, because it's based on flat Earth. Anything the globe can do, flat Earth can also do. And I believe I did it better. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I am very proud.
But again, you didn't. Your distances prove that you didn't.
To submit my challenge for the final experiment, and I hope I'm the first submission. This will be a great introduction to see what other flat earthers can come up with, and to also see if globers can come up with their own formula, or if they're just gonna repeat the Haversine formula. Thank you.
What is?
All right, I wanted to look up something here. TFE challenge. Was it live? No. Where is the Flat Earth Challenge? There it is, TFE Challenge. It's 978. But I don't see, he's just putting out what the challenge is. So I don't see anywhere where he says that what's his name has beat the challenge.
is flat earth science? Well, it's asking the questions other people are too afraid to ask. It's the willingness to face any challenge, knowing that failure is how we get better. It's about testing our hypotheses using first principle concepts. My name is Steven Alonzo, and I'm a flat earth scientist. I'm pushing the boundaries of where
So that was
modern science has failed.
the hell?
I'm going where no one else before me
I
has
don't know.
gone.
Hey everyone, I'm back now with challenge number 2, and this submission is for sunrises and sunsets. How do we calculate that on flat Earth? The test case given is
You just look it up on your phone, right? Time and date.
for Punta Arenas on December 15th is the date I'm using. Now, the flat Earth prediction is that sunrise will be sometime around 5 a.m., sunset will be sometime around 10 p.m. That means there's 17 hours of daylight. And then using flat planar trigonometry, we know that the sunrise angle will be
But they had more than 17 hours of daylight. They've had over 24 hours of daylight. Like, it doesn't set. So you're wrong. So your flat earth is wrong. Sunset around 10 p.m. So that's false.
about 131 degrees.
All right, for Punta Arenas? Okay, that's true for Punta Arenas, but not for the South Pole.
Southeast, or the sunrise.
And I don't think that he was asking for, with his challenge, I don't think he was saying sunrise and sunset from Punta Arenas. Punta Arenas, is he? Okay, yes, it is. Sunrise and sunset in Punta Arenas. Okay.
Angle will be 131 degrees southeast, and the sun
around 10 p.m. You know, you've got an hour leeway there, right? Actually, 2 hours, right?
set angle will be about 229 degrees southwest. You can see those two diagrams there. The left being the sunrise and the right side being the sunset. This is a flat Earth model. Now, globe theorists will try to do a straw man. They're going to say this is a globe model. Now,
yes, it is. Yes, the AE map is a globe projection, so it would technically be a globe model or a globe map.
Now, we're not using any astronomical data here. So there's no VSOP 87, there's no D series, there's no globe models. This is a flat planar. This is just a diagram. So let the math show you why the flat Earth model is always correct. We're going over the assumptions now in the flat Earth model. If you feel free to disagree with it and deny settled science, let us know in the comments. Essentially, it's a flat plane with right angle triangles. We know that in our perspective, the celestial sphere, those focus points of star trail rotations, they rotate about 1 degree every 69 miles of latitude. You can verify that yourself with Polaris. These are
right. That doesn't work on a flat Earth. See, the 1 degree per 69 miles does not work on a flat Earth.
These are foundational concepts of flat Earth science.
It's not a linear. It's not a linear progression. It's a or a linear relationship. It's a algorithmic relationship.
We know that all celestial bodies move in a little circular path. You can just watch the sunrise for a full day to see that. We know the latitude determines how your perspective will be. And finally, most importantly, number 5, the celestial location remains the same every year. We're not talking about
No, it doesn't. Things move, dude.
some globe prediction 40,000 years in the future. We're talking about, like, right now. We know that last year the sun's celestial declination was -23. People went outside. You could have looked at it yourself. Therefore, we know that this year it's also going to be the exact same. It may be 0.001 degree off of what the globe may claim it shifted, but the globe's wrong. My model
Okay.
is correct.
No, your model isn't correct. The previous video proved it.
My sunrise and sunset predictions are what's actually going to happen when they go there and test this. Now, it's very basic. So, for example, if your latitude's 30 degrees south, your south celestial pole will be 30 degrees from your horizon. We then start accounting for how the sun will be. So these are the right angle triangles that I'm talking about. This is what's so important. There's no spherical trigonometry going on here. This is all planar trigonometry. See this? This is planar trigonometry. That's important.
What does a wind turbine have to do with this? What does that have to do with it?
See this? This is planar trigonometry. That's important. The globe has to complicate this by wrapping it around a ball. That's why a globe sunrise and sunset formula is going to be way more complex than the simplicity you're seeing here.
But you're off. You're not exact. And your formula doesn't work everywhere on the globe or on your flat Earth. So you have to add shit in like height of the dome and shit like that. But no, it doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work.
Now, we know that every hour the sun moves 15 degrees, and that completes a 360-degree loop.
Right. The Earth spins at 15 degrees per hour. The sun is stationary at the center of our universe in relationship to us.
And that's how longitude is set up. So you can now get the offset that you...
No, longitude isn't set up like that. Longitude is based on a 360-degree circle around a sphere.
Need. So because right ascension, there's a celestial coordinate called right ascension, and it's measured in 24 hours. This is why going around that loop right up here, not this one, up and down. So this bottom...
It's measured in degrees, not hours.
Image up and down is celestial declination. So looking up now, see these red, yellow, and white circles?
Yes, the white circles are impossible on a flat Earth. You don't have them. All you have is the yellow just keeps getting flatter and flatter and flatter.
So let's say right now we are at yellow. If I'm moving up to white, that means my celestial declination is increasing. And consequently, if I'm going down to red, my celestial declination is decreasing. That's declination, how high or low something is on the firmament. Right ascension would be, let's say I'm on that outer red loop, and I'm just now going up that same loop. I'm still on the exact same red track, never moved up or down. So that's right.
Howard, you aren't on these things. This is what you see. This is what the stars look like they're doing. This isn't your position. These are the positions of the stars on a star trail. So what the fuck is this, man?
Right ascension and declination. Now, these are all right angles from our flat Earth. Now, the flat planar geometry, remember this, it's very, very simple what we're doing. We're just using the first principle observations. You go outside and you see this, and you offset it for the longitude of right ascension. And knowing the local time zone of Chile, I believe it's the summertime, because I live in Belize. We don't have daylight savings time.
Hey, Joe King, how's it going?
So this confuses me a little, but I checked to make sure.
Hey, ADMA.
And what like the globetimeanddate.com claims is about what my answer is as well. So
about what your answer is as well. Well, if it's not what this says, then it's not right.
My flat Earth model predicts the sunrise will actually be at...
Hey, Brian Cash, what's up? Yeah, it's not dead, though. See, the final experiment proved that. The final experiment was the last nail in the coffin of flat Earth. So...
5 o'clock. they're claiming 511, but they're wrong. And then my sunset will be at about 22. They're claiming it's about 7 minutes off, but again, they're wrong. So when they go,
No, they're not claiming it's 7 minutes off. You're claiming they're 7 minutes off because you're a dipshit.
on the final
See, this is correct. You're wrong. Don't say that they're off when you're the one that's off.
experiment, they will verify
Who do you think you are, Frank Sinatra? Who says, no, the band is flat. I'm right on key.
that my flat earth science, again,
Frank Sinatra, who notoriously sang flat on every song he ever did. Right? He sang sharp on every song he ever did, I believe. Yeah, because when you're trying to sing, you sing sharp. But he takes it a little too far. But no, it's not Frankie that's out of tune. It's the band, the entire band.
I am a senior flat earth researcher, so I can
He's a senior flat earth researcher in the university that he made up. Don't you love it?
figure out anything about flat earth that you would need to know about. Just ask me and I'll let you know. So we see here how it's very,
Okay, how did the angles to Polaris match latitude on flat earth? How does that happen?
very easy to approximate. That's what that squiggly equals means. So this isn't exactly, I just kind of approximated everything, but we could probably fine tune this and get it closer. But I believe this is what will actually happen. So again, this is December 15th in Punta Arenas. We'd have to be there to see. But based on what the globe is predicting, and remember, the globe is accurate for a lot of stuff. It's only off this time by about 10 minutes. That's fine. So that valid.
No, it's not off by 10 minutes. You're off by 10 minutes. The globe is it's 100% accurate in all conditions, in all situations.
Validates my model. I know that one of the two are pretty close, and we'll see who's actually accurate. Now we can also, though, find the altitude of the horizon. Sorry, that's the next one. I got ahead of myself. So this, we can find the solar noon. The altitude of the horizon is going to be 60 degrees when the sun is at its highest point for you. Remember that. This is a flat Earth calculation. Now let's also then go to the sun direction. This is important because, again, all we're doing, solar declination, that's that negative 23 degrees, your latitude, and then height, which is 0. This is a flat horizon, and you end up very, very easily being able to figure out the sunrise angle. That's that southeast when it's going to rise, and then the southwest when it's going to set. So these are very exact measurements using the flat Earth model and planar trigonometry.
But they're not. You've said they aren't. They aren't perfectly accurate.
So the conclusion is that the flat Earth model allows us to predict the sunrise and sunset times and the exact angles only using flat planar trigonometry. We don't even need to know the physical location of the sun. So that's another straw man that Will may bring up later.
Hey, Dougie Doolittle. Now to understand to have 24-hour suns 6 months apart, both in Arctic and Antarctica, means the world is in equilibrium and truly rotating on an axis year after year. Absolutely. You are 100% correct.
But he never asked us to let him know where the physical sun is in three-dimensional space. We're talking about observation, so the apparent sun. And that's important. Even in Stellarium, if you load it up, you'll see there's an apparent sun because of atmospheric refraction and everything. So what I understood the challenge to be is the time that the sun will rise and set, and then the angles. And then for a bonus, I just did the solar noon at 60 degrees from the horizon. So thank you guys for becoming empowered with all this flat Earth science.
Yes, he's empowering us.
This is important. It's very easy. This is just flat from the horizon. If you added a curve, it can work. There's different formulas, but they're more complex and they're not flat planar geometry. Thank you. What is
What a dope.
flat Earth science?
Fictitious.
Well, it's asking the questions other people are too afraid to ask.
Oh, too afraid to ask. Okay.
It's the willingness to face any challenge, knowing that failure is how we get better.
Oh, that's his extra, his outro. Let's go to the next one.
My name is Steve.
So here's challenge number 3 submission, which is which side can predict distance between meridians? See, the first challenge was which side can predict sunrise and sunset in Punta Arenas. You didn't predict the sunrise or sunset. You were off. So you lost that challenge. So I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Steven Alonzo, and I'm a flat earth scientist. I'm pushing the boundaries of where modern science has failed. I'm going where no one else before me has gone.
We're back, guys, with the final experiment, challenge number 3. I killed it with the first and second, and this time we're doing another very exciting one. What we're doing is determining the distances between the meridians of longitude. We're using Punta Arenas again at -53 south, and for my test case, I just chose 1 degree over, so -70 longitude and -71 longitude. Now, the base of our formula relies on the meridian distance, and it's important that we derive this through just observational methods without having to rely on spherical assumptions. We don't want to have to assume that the Earth is a globe or anything like that. What happens is we know many ways, such as Polaris. We can look at star transit time, and even surveyors and ships, they know the triangular verification to know that the meridian distance is about 111 kilometers, or about 69 miles.
Where at what latitude? At what line of latitude?
Now in flat Earth.
See, the further you go south on flat Earth, the longer that distance is.
Earth, the calculation's very simple. We take this meridian distance and we we take the meridian distance and we multiply that by the cosine of the latitude. That's all it is. So in this example, it'd be 111.32 cosine of 53.
Okay, what if you're further south? What if you're further out? That would be different. It would be a different distance, right?
67 kilometers. So this is the flat Earth prediction for the distance between those 2 spots right up here. So on the world map, this is how it looks.
See, so you're going from like here to here, right? But if you go further south, it's a longer distance. If you go further north, it's a shorter distance. So
in real life, and it's going to be the distance roughly between, what would that be down there at the bottom? Is that a 4 and a 5 Roman numerals, the 60 and 75? So right in there you can see it. And actually I can zoom up a little bit more. I don't want to distort the map. Let's see how do I go?
See what that said?
Zoom up a little bit more. I don't want to just
on the projection. This is a projection of a sphere.
Distort the map. Let's see how do I go to 5,000? No, it's not going to look good. But right down in there is where we'll be. Let's get back to this. Now the globe, though, when you have to assume a radius, derive additional...
No, we don't assume a radius. We know the radius. It's been measured.
Assumptions based off of the first principles that we've already established, you get a slightly different and more complicated formula. The results? Well, the globe, they claim that the distance between those points will be about 66.9 kilometers. That's wrong. They're wrong by 110 meters. What does that allow us to conclude? Well, it lets us know.
By 110 meters? Oh, I mean, it's different than yours. Let's see. What is the between two meridians. What are the two
Hey,
meridians?
happy Friday. Australia to Santiago would be wildly different on a flat Earth versus the globe. Now, YouTuber Critical Think.
What are the
of the
what are the 2 points?
Where we'll be. Let's get back to this. Now, the globe, though, when you have to assume a radius, derive
I can't find it.
additional assumptions based off of the first principles that we've already established, you get a slightly different and more complicated formula. The results? Well, the globe, they claim that the distance between those points will be about 66.9 kilometers. That's wrong. They're wrong by 110 meters.
Actually, I do want to see, we're at 256.
Experiment challenge number 3.
Using Punta Arenas, Chile.
Killed it with the first and second, and this time we're doing another very exciting one. What we're doing is determining the distances between the meridians of longitude. We're using Punta Arenas again at -53 south, and for my test case I just chose 1 degree over, so -70 longitude and -71 longitude. Now,
okay.
The base of our formula relies on the meridian distance, and it's important that we derive.
Right, the meridian distance. That's what you're trying to find. So you're basing what you're trying to find on what you're trying to find.
This through just observational methods without having to rely on spherical assumptions. We don't want to have to assume that the Earth is a globe or anything like that.
But you'll assume that it's flat, right?
What happens is we know many ways, such as Polaris. We can look at star transit time, and even surveyors and ships, they know the triangular verification to know that the meridian distance is about 111 kilometers, or about 69 miles. Now, in flat Earth, the calculation is very simple. We take this meridian distance and we we take the meridian distance and we multiply that by the cosine of the latitude. That's all it is. So in this example, it'd be 111.32 cosine of 53.
So take the distance equals the distance at the equator times the cosine of the latitude. And I don't even know if that means latitude. So the further south you go on a flat Earth, the bigger your measurements are going to be. But that's not what we find in reality. It's a Journal of Geocentric Cosmology. Here, I'll post a link to this video. Find his channel there. But yes, on a flat Earth, your distances get further and further apart. The further south from the equator you go. So your formula is bullshit.
67 kilometers. So this is the flat Earth prediction for the distance between those two spots right up here. So on the world map,
yes, the length of a meter depends on which direction you're looking on a flat Earth. Yep.
This is how it looks in real life, and it's going to be the distance roughly between, what would that be down there at the bottom? Is that a 4 and a 5?
See, in reality, the distance between here and here is 0. The distance between here and here, these two lines, these two meridian lines is 0. The distance between here and here is 0. The distance between here and any of these points is 0 because the Earth is a sphere.
Roman numerals, the 60 and 75. So right in there, you can see it. And actually, I can zoom up a little bit more. I don't want to distort the map. Let's see how do I go to
He doesn't want to distort it.
5,000. No, it's not going to look good. But right down in there is where we'll be. Let's get back to this.
What? Longitudinal spacing decrease? Yeah, absolutely.
Now the globe, though, when you have to assume a...
Dr. Unit, how you doing? Good to have you here. I like seeing new faces. New names, I guess. It wouldn't be faces.
My name is Steven Alonzo.
The hell, Sean?
A radius derive additional assumptions based off of the first principles that we've already established, you get a slightly different and more complicated formula. The results? Well, the globe, they claim that the distance between those points will be about 66.9 kilometers. That's wrong. They're wrong by 110 meters. What does that allow us to conclude? Well, it lets us know.
See, in Puerto Arenas, let's see, Google Earth. Can you measure on Google Earth? Does it allow you to do that? So you got Punta Arenas, which is down here. Where is Punta Arenas? Puerto Williams, Punta Arenas. Layers. Exploration. Everything? Satellite map. Grid lines. There we go. So we got Punta Arenas, and 1 degree over would be here. Actually, let's see, 71. There we go. Measuring to 70 right there. I guess these are 5, 10. These are 5 apart. So we're going about over 66.4. What did he get? 66.9.
Know that the flat earth model is accurate, but not only that, it shows us how far the globe is off.
Actually, we can do this more accurate. Let's measure from let's see, I'm trying to find, let's see, 70. This is the same line of latitude. So this is 70, right? Or 71 right here. And we'll go to 70. which is right here. 66.9.
Off. Now again, I could be
So you're off. So it's 66.9 kilometers. That's how far it is, buddy. You're off by, holy shit, by 9 kilometers. You're off by 9 kilometers, man.
wrong. We won't know until we
Hey, my mom bakes cakes. Hey, Zerzu Zilliquent. Good to have you here. Glad you made it. And KB104. Good to have you here. Anybody else? Nope. Cool.
do the final experiment and see whose prediction is right. Does Flat Earth make a better prediction, or
No, you're 9 degrees off, or you're 9 kilometers off, man. You're 9 kilometers off because you do not take into account the lines of latitude.
does Globe Earth make a better prediction when they assume spheres, or does the cosine function naturally describe the apparent spacing of meridians from an observer's perspective on this flat plane? We'll find out. Thank you all, and again, Flat Earth, you gotta continue making these submissions. Right now it's only been me, but again, I have the Flat Earth Science textbook, which I read and study all day. I got James Stewart
You wrote it, dipshit.
calculus. So again, science and math is how we know the Earth is flat.
No, science and math is how we know that the Earth is a sphere. You're a liar, sir.
I published now 3 papers in 2 days.
Published where? On your website? On your fucking shitty-ass little university website? Is that where you published your papers?
I don't know what Globers have done. I don't even think they're publishing their papers. They're trying to keep it hidden just in case they're wrong. They don't want any
Oh, okay. So nobody's ever published any paper on the shape of the Earth. Nobody's ever done that. It's a brand new thing.
criticism at all. Whereas for me, I know that Flat Earth is settled science. What I
No, it's not. It's not settled science, or else kids would read about it in fucking school, you dipshit.
say here is fact, and Globe has to compensate for that. The final experiment is going to
No, all your measurements are wrong, man. All your measurements are demonstrably, provably wrong. You're wrong. Using your flat earth bullshit, you're wrong.
show us that the distance between those 2 points is actually a little over 67 kilometers instead of the Globe claim of 66.9.
But the globe claim is correct. The globe claim is correct.
Thank you all. I'm Dr. Stephen Alonso of the Flat Earth University. You can enroll for free right now at students.flatearth.university.
I signed up for season 102 or quarter 102.
And if you want to also help fund my research, I sell this map as well for $25 US, and I'll ship it free almost anywhere in the world. And it's large. It's like a 60 centimeter by 90 centimeter canvas print. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Did you buy that from China or Amazon? Where'd you get that from?
And keep studying.
What is Flat Earth science?
Fiction. Let's go to the next one. Every flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That. He actually entitled it this. Every flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Every flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun. Now I want to put up the Gleason.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because there is no sunlight beyond 80 degrees south. So no, it fucking doesn't. It says it right on here, man.
Map here just for a second
because I heard Will mention that the Gleason model says there's not going to be a 24-hour sun at Union Glacier. However, that's not true. The Gleason map says past 80 degrees south, and Union Glacier is only 79.5. Not even that, less than that. So that's you can't make that claim. So anyone can get the Gleason map, look at it yourself. It's in the bottom right.
Oh, so it's what, 30 feet over? Where is Union Glacier? 79 degrees 46 minutes and 5 seconds. So it's that much off. But so you think a lot's going to change between that and 80 degrees? Really?
Right-hand corner. So for those of you who use this as your model, apparently they would have to walk about 30 miles south of Union Glacier if they even want to
Oh, 30 miles, okay.
falsify the Gleason map. So their prediction is something that has nothing to even do with the Gleason map. Just letting you guys know that. Now,
Right, yes, because we don't use the Gleason map. The Gleason map is a projection of the spherical Earth.
Now, for me, what I specifically want to talk about are the flat Earth models. There's 3 of them that I'm aware. Now, if you can show me a flat Earth model that does not predict a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Yeah, any of them. Oops. Any of them. AE map. Yeah. This one doesn't. See, the sun travels in this route. See, the sun travels this route. See the tropics here? It travels here. It means it could not get behind anybody who's here. It couldn't go beyond here. It couldn't go beyond the ice wall, which is where it would have to be for people to see the sun in the south and for there to be a 24-hour sun. Every flat Earth model fails.
Show me. I've been looking. I don't believe there's any. I know the globe conspiracy theorists like Will might say that all flat Earth models say there's no 24-hour sun, but that...
Right, they do. See, this is some new shit that you guys have come up with because of the final experiment, because of the 24-hour sun.
It's not true.
So you just say, oh, well, yeah, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Never seen any.
See, every flat earther up to a year ago was saying that the 24-hour sun could not be possible on a flat earth. Every single one of them, man. You're really late to the party.
And these are all free. So the Flat Earth Pro app has a free version. You can download it yourself, test it out. The Firmament Trackers, there's also a free version. You can download it, test it out. Walter Bislin, this has been around since 2017.
Yeah, it has been.
It also predicts a 24-hour sun. Now,
right, using impossible physics, impossible optics, atmospheric conditions that we never experience.
Now, again,
an app that was designed to mock you.
Globe propagandists, it's about science denial. So a big logical fallacy they'll say, especially for my model, because I just custom coded this one recently and it's the best in the whole world. They'll say it's a globe model. Now,
no, it's not a globe model. You basically stole from Walter Bislin.
This is a 3D visualization. It's like watching your TV.
So what do you think? He took Walter Bislin's JavaScript and just reworded it in text script, and that's how he got it? Think maybe that's what happened?
It doesn't matter where the coordinates come from, whether it's from...
So why is this all illuminated funky? Why? Why is it?
VSOP 87, whether it's from direct observations or whether it's from manually entered observations, it doesn't affect the accuracy of the visualizations itself. So that's really important to understand. And I went over the flat Earth map, how you can do this yourself, how you can go outside, look at where the sun is, and then know at another location where the sun will be. So we know 100% on flat Earth just by looking at the data alone. In December, every year, it's always been like this, the sun will have a declination of negative 23 degrees.
I mean, if the flat Earth, if a 24-hour sun is possible on flat Earth, it's possible everywhere on flat Earth. Show me the physics that shows the sun can set. Please.
We know that as we rotate.
Not your made up fucking math shit. Not your made up formulas using ether. No. Geometry.
Our perspective, we're going to be in Union Glacier. It's roughly.
Yes, he is, Brenda. Creates, how you doing? Good to have you here. He is dumb as fuck.
Negative 80, 10 degrees off from the top, and that means the lowest point would be about negative 10 degrees, and then add that to 23 offset. So that means no matter what, the sun will be above our perspective. This is very, very easy math that there's a video I just did that you can go over this. So understand that
How do you get a solar or a lunar eclipse? How does that happen? How does the Earth get between the sun and the moon?
Flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun. They always have, and there's never been...
No, you're lying. You're lying. It never has. Never has, man. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a liar, sir. You're a liar.
One that has not. So I think that's very interesting to think about. And
it's just plain gaslighting. Everyone knows that every flat Earth model says that you can't have a 24-hour sun. See, that's the reason they went, is to prove that you can have a 24-hour sun on Earth. See, that's the entire reason they went on the fucking trip, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
And I would like your thoughts, because if you can find me a flat Earth model that does not predict a 24-hour sun, that'll kind of help confirm the final experiment. 'Cause I've been following.
Well, there's no flat Earth model. First off, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. See, this shit here, this is fucking bullshit that they came up with in Blender with modified fucking light sources. It's horse shit.
The final experiment, Will Duffy, but it seems like he's been blindsided by a lot of the globe propagandists. He's in globe groups, never really talked to the scientific community of flat Earth too.
There's no scientific flat Earth community. You guys hate science. You are science deniers. Boy, this guy is just lying his ass off. Just gaslighting the world.
Much, and he seems really confused on how this all works. He's saying stuff that makes no sense. Every flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun, and it has since 20.
Oh, well, you know it's true because it's right here in his website. It's right here in his website. Oh, and it was written by Dr. Stephen Alonso. So, okay.
Sense. Every flat Earth model predicts a 24-hour sun, and it has since 2017 when we had Walter Bislin. Yeah, this is...
You're a liar. You are a liar. No flat Earth model has ever predicted the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. You're gaslighting your viewers and lying about reality. Stop it.
This is the 2017 Walter Bislin model. It was released into the public domain 7 years ago. This is nothing new. And then you can do the math yourself, and that's how I can confidently say every flat Earth model will output this, because behind the scenes, it's just celestial mechanics.
Wait, what's this? You guys don't want the truth. You want to be right. Yes, we are right because we have the truth, Brian. That's what makes us right.
These models are just visualization tools. So you can be a science denier and say that these are all globe models. If you're a globe earther, you have to deny science. You're going to say these are globe models. But that doesn't change.
Wow, he's just a piece of shit, isn't he?
The
Hey, the Scape Kid, how you doing?
underlying celestial mechanics of how flat Earth works. The math doesn't lie. Globe earthers do. Thank you.
Yeah, he's got to be a Poe. He's got to be a fucking Poe.
Why does flat Earth matter?
What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? You took the moon and put it through a Photoshop filter, looks like, or something. But that's just the moon changed with some sort of filter.
Let me explain. There are planes beyond our knowing.
No, there aren't.
But when we apply the principle of correspondence to them, we are...
The principle of correspondence. Where was that? I looked that up a second ago. The principle of correspondence. The principle of correspondence is most commonly associated with physics, states that the predictions of quantum mechanics should match the predictions of classical physics when dealing with systems where quantum numbers are very large. So, what are you saying?
Earth matter? Let me explain. There are planes beyond our knowing, but when we apply the principle of correspondence to them, we are able to understand much that would otherwise be unknowable.
See, that sentence makes absolutely no fucking sense because you don't know what the principles of correspondence are.
The reason why flat Earth matters is because there's land that's being hidden from you.
No, there isn't. There isn't. The Earth is a sphere, dipshit.
So we know that the moon is not actually real.
We do know the moon is actually real. We've landed on it. You can see it in a telescope. We reflect light off of it to measure the distance to it. You're a fucking liar.
I assume most of you know this. That's why they faked the moon landings. That's why you can't actually go there.
Yes, you can actually go there. And no, they did not fake the moon landings. You're an idiot. You've proven yourself to be a liar, so you have no credibility.
The best way we know how it's made is through kind of like a reflection.
The fuck? What the fuck is this? Moving electromagnetic source below. Electromagnetic cosmic rays going up from below. So I guess the Earth puts out electromagnetic cosmic rays that goes through the ether, and reflected cosmic rays return down. Huh. The cosmic rays pass through level Earth. What the fuck is it? If this is Earth, what the fuck's down here? Let's see, one is the coil, moving electromagnetic source. What coil? Electromagnetism comes below flat Earth. So there's a big like speaker below flat Earth. How far down? Do you have proof of this speaker? The second dome. Oh, there's a second dome. Number 5 is the second dome. Oh, there's the second dome. Where's the first dome? 3 is out of the first dome area. This is the first dome area. So 4 is flat earth, water, and land surfaces. Okay. Wow, this is fucking horseshit. Oh my god.
Going through our flat Earth, and that's why the moon is.
So focus light spot creation because of the ethereal reaction in big pressure that gives fluorescence.
Literally a reflection of Earth. And why does that matter?
Who wrote that? The guy that tried to scam me, who said he was calling from Microsoft?
Because regular
I think his name was Tim.
people like us, we'll never be able to travel far enough to see other land. We just won't. But you can look at the moon and see how it is showing literally the entire map of the Earth. And
no, it's not. You're just fucking making shit up, man. You're pulling a Pete Shea. Nothing here matches the Earth. Anywhere on the Earth. Nothing here matches anywhere on the Earth.
I'm being very serious by that. You can see how someone has mapped out, done a very, very good job on this map. You see we have
No, Australia isn't round. Sorry, pal.
Australia there. We see China and...
Okay. So here's Australia. China's over here. What the fuck are you talking about? Because China would be here, which is not north of it. So yeah, your thing here is fucking horseshit.
And Canada for...
What's this? What's this? What's this thing here? I don't see that thing there. That'd be here, right? Right? Yeah, what the fuck is that, man? What the fuck is that? There's nothing here.
For example, Canada.
Oh, that's Lemuria. Okay. Okay, what's this? This isn't in fucking reality. Or this? The fuck are you talking about, man?
US right up here. Let me open up a better quality image that I can zoom around in better. So yeah, you see how we would have like...
Wait, what?
Everything. Belize, Canada, Russia. And this is the flat Earth map. If you've seen the flat Earth map, this is nothing shocking to you.
No, this is nothing, man. This is fucking horseshit.
You know that what I'm showing you is true. The issue is the extra continents, the land that is hidden, that...
God damn, this guy's gullible as fuck, isn't he? He just believe anything, won't he?
They don't want us to know about. So we have this huge, massive chunk of land up here. We also have what this author's calling Atlantis right here. And then there's also something he called Lemuria near Australia. And you might think this is crazy.
Oh, so you got New Zealand, which we can go to, but nobody ever sees this thing. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, man? This huge thing that's the size of fucking Russia that nobody can find, that you don't see when you fly from here to here. You don't fly over land. You fly over water, man. Oh, wait. This must be Wakanda. And they have their cloaking technology in place so you don't see it, right? Is that it? Is that it?
Crazy, but then you got to remember, go back, look at the map, And then let's see the other image I had up just before that, this one right here. You can see that it's showing these continents.
Dude, this isn't a map. This is this thing with colors changed on it, man. This has nothing to do with the Earth. This is just this thing with different colors. What the fuck? Can't you see that? Can't you make that connection? I mean, if you cross your eyes, they line up, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not made up. So, for example, let's go to Australia.
That's not Australia. That's the fucking moon, dipshit.
Australia is this little black dot here, and then you see where he has what's called Lemuria.
That doesn't exist?
There's something there. It might.
No, there isn't. There's nothing there in real life, man. Nothing there. Because this is the fucking moon. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, this guy's dumb as dog shit. I mean, seriously, man, you can't see the similarity. You think you can't. Oh, God damn. Well, I think this is the Earth, and we just can't see this continent, but it has to be there because the moon looks like this. Holy shit, man. Holy fuck. I mean, this guy's stupid.
Might not actually be called Lemuria. This is just the best historical record we know.
No, that's not a historical record, man. That's a color shift photo of the fucking moon. It's not historical anything. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't you think that someone set out on a fucking boat might goddamn run into a landmass that fucking big? But you get hundreds of fucking voyages from here to here. Thousands. No one's ever fucking come across this thing. Oh my Jesus.
Based off of the ancestors that we have who lived around this area, they called this Lemuria.
No, nobody ever called that anything because that's the moon. That's the fucking moon, man.
Called something like this we see records of Terra Vista.
We don't have moon men. People don't live on the moon, man. Oh, I gotta take my hat off. People don't live on the moon, dude. Nobody's lived in that area. Because that area is up here. 240,000 miles away, man.
But this is the land that is hidden from us. Now, a lot of you guys understand.
How are they hiding it? How are they hiding a landmass as big as fucking Russia and China? How are they hiding that? What's the technology, dude? And how do you know about it? How does this guy know about it? If it's hidden? If all this other land's hidden, how do you fucking know about this? Hey, Maria Martinez, how you doing? Good to have you here. Glad you can make it.
What's called the Antarctic Treaty and how
the Antarctic Treaty has nothing to do with this horseshit. It's the moon.
It is illegal for us to go to the Antarctic and
No, it's not, because they just went. So it's not illegal to go to Antarctica at all. The fuck are you talking about, man? We have bases here. Every country has bases. So what are you talking about? Who's here? What do these maps represent if no one can go there?
Explore. You cannot go to this area here. But that doesn't actually exist. So a lot of us who are flat earthers, we know that there's no such thing as Antarctica. You can't actually go there. Antarctica does not exist. It's...
But yet they just went. They're still there. I don't think they've flown back yet. But they just spent a few days there. So you're a fucking liar.
It's that big red circle that you saw in the previous photo, where yeah, this big red circle here.
And he's got this fucking Christian music playing in the fucking background.
It's called the 60th degree south parallel line, and that is where they trick you into thinking Antarctica is. But why that matters is because it's illegal to go there. They established something called the Antarctic Treaty, which actually makes it illegal to go beyond the 60th south latitude.
Where does it say that? The provisions of the present treaty shall apply to the area south of 60 degrees south, or 60 degrees south latitude, including all ice shelves, but nothing in the present shall prejudice or in any way affect the rights of the exercise rights of any state under international law with regards to this high sea within that area. Where does it say you can't go? Where does it say you can't go?
Latitude. Now, this doesn't matter to normal people. If you believe in a globe that you're spinning around in space and that Antarctica is actually real, then yeah, 60 degrees south means something completely different to you than it does to us.
So latitude means something different to you? The distance from the equator is different?
People who actually know what's going on is that big red circle here. That's the 60th degree parallel. So Antarctica, they're trying to trick you into thinking it's this little thing, but it's really this. So we're
oh, so you got people over here on the moon, and we got people here on the moon, and here on the moon. You're full of fucking shit, man. You are a goddamn liar. Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot.
Where they say they have bases all here, no, they really have bases all around that 30th degree parallel line, so that they can keep you trapped inside this little tiny space and hide whatever they're doing out here on all this extra land. So they got...
Who's hiding this? Who's hiding this? How? What's preventing you from going to Atlantis? Or Terra Battle? Terradel. Fuck shit. What the fuck? Oh my God, man. I mean, you are completely fucking insane, man.
Got bases set up on Atlantis, this continent. They got bases set up on Lumeria. We know this because you can see the reflection from the moon.
Oh, we know this because you can see the reflection from the moon. No, dude, that's not a reflection of the Earth. That's the moon. None of that shit lines up with the Earth. Pete Shea has gone through this, man, and we've torn him apart. So, oh my fucking God.
It's not really debatable. And that's why this matters so much, because once you realize that they are actually land beyond the 60th degree south parallel and that they made it illegal for us to go there, it starts to become an issue. And the Antarctic Treaty is a real thing. You can Google it. You cannot go beyond this line or you'll get stopped by the...
No, you won't. And the treaty does not say that. See, you've not read it, have you? You haven't read the treaty, have you?
The police will be intercepted because it's illegal, but they'll tell you it's to protect the environment, or there might be special fish or some penguins.
No, nobody says you can't go.
But it's to keep you out of their area. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, when you first get into flat Earth, you'll think that the dome just covers this, just covers the continents we know about. And that's not true. The dome will cover the entire all of our flat Earth. So not just the
All of the moon?
little bit of land we know about, but the dome actually is on the edge of Terra Vista.
Oh my God, I think we actually found someone dumber than Flatzoid. I really think we have.
As well. So
a lot of beginners, when they come to the flat earth sciences, they are used to a dipole magnetic field, and
Oh yeah, this is Flat Earth Science 30-minute lecture by Dr. Stephen Alonso. So it's just more of the fucking same.
now I want to go
Now one thing I wanted to look at this. The gates of the sun. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this fucking horse shit.
slide where we talk about magnetism. Because this is what seems to confuse a lot of beginners when they come to the flat earth sciences. They are used to a dipole magnetic field.
Right. There's no such thing as a unipole magnetic field or a tripole magnetic field. Magnetic fields are north and south. Dipole. All of them.
And their reasoning is right, but their assumption is false. So for people who are new to just magnetism in general, you'll want to look into a radial field, which is what
Right. The Earth doesn't put out a radial field, it puts out an axial field.
the top right photo is showing, and also a toroidal field, which is very commonly as well described, although mathematically it's harder to represent and harder to argue on our flat earth. So for me personally, I choose that top right image, the radial field, and I can argue why that works and the magnetic field.
Right, you'll be wrong because the Earth doesn't have a radial field, it's an axial field. Jesus fucking Christ. So we're not going to go through the whole 32 minutes. You're just going to basically see a repeat of everything. Applications of AI for flat Earth.
If we can just push a button, print screen.
Hold on a second. Why is this so low? Yeah, his volume's way low. I got to pee again. I'll be right back. Old guy business. I got one bottle of geezer juice left. Geezer fluid. Hey, Equinox Shadow, what's up?
If we can just push a button, print screen the crap they're saying, identify the logical fallacies, and then form our own response to just quickly say, no, that's a red herring because of this. That's a big in the question because of this. That's the thing. You can't pretend that you're better than AI in terms of vector search indexing. Humans will never be. Push a button and just say, search for this, tell me about this, summarize this, and it'll do that. AI is not going to respond for you. I don't want you to get into that habit. That's a bad habit. AI is working for you. Learning when to use AI and how to use it, that's the applications of it. So to be very clear, this is not a coding course. You don't need any technical experience for this. You're going to be using the systems created by the senior developers, specifically for Flat Earth. The applications of that allow us to save so much time.
He has too many teeth in his head.
And get so much stuff done.
No, this guy isn't a doctor. No, not at all.
Research so much and effortlessly deal with the globe trolls. But it's important to understand what AI is. When I say AI, obviously there's no such thing as artificial intelligence. I'm not.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Jesus Christ. He doesn't think AI is real.
Trying to pretend that there's like a mini human inside my computer. It's a large language.
You think artificial intelligence means there's a human in your computer? Did he really just say that?
Model, so it's pattern recognition, vector search. I want to quickly explain vector search so you really understand the power of it. Let's just use my beer, for example. There's a beer in a physical location. And what happens is when you do a vector search, you're searching for the nearest neighbor to the meaning of the object. So we're not searching for this exact beer, we're searching for the meaning of this beer in that approximate area. So we always will know that meaning, where to look. Now let's pretend the beer is not even here. Based on our vector search for a beer, we instantly know where to go. And then at that space, we look for the K nearest neighbors. What's the closest neighbor in this vector space of potentially 1,000 dimensions? So I'm using a 3-dimensional example just to give you the XYZ basic understanding. But what happens is, I think like OpenAI, it's 796 dimensions that they're vector.
Jesus fucking Christ. So here's the final experiment. I'm not even going to watch the rest of this video. The final experiment announces Dr. Steve Alonso.
The winner is a Stephen Alonso. Stephen Alonso. Now, what's fascinating about this is that his numbers also were very, very close to the globe.
We're very, very close, but they were not accurate.
Have well over 100 terabytes of information already. Obviously, a lot of that is high definition video and pictures, but we brought hard drives on top of hard drives on top of hard drives just to make sure we could collect all of the data that we were going to be obtaining as part of the final experiment. David Henry. Now, David Henry told me that he used Stellarium to get his answer, which again is completely fine. You can use Stellarium, but I responded to him and let him know that Stellarium is a globe app. And so I was curious why he was making a submission that completely and perfectly matched the globe if he was a flat earther. He responded by asking me what we saw in while we were in Punta Arenas, and I wouldn't tell him. I just said, are you willing to admit that you're submitting a globe answer as a flat earther? And he was unwilling to do so. That brings us to Stephen Alonso. Stephen Alonso told me that he expects the sun to rise in the southeast and set in the southwest, and he gave pretty accurate times. Once again, his answers aligned with the globe. Stephen Alonso, I do know from seeing his stuff that he ascribes to the AE map, which anyway, the winner for the flat earth side is none other than Stephen Alonso. And so what the TFE challenge number 3 was, which was the most difficult, was we asked people to calculate for us the distance between lines of longitude, the distance between these meridians at 53 degrees south, which is where Punta Arenas, Chile is. And
he was 9 clicks off.
So we received tons.
Or maybe it was 8.9 clicks off, but he was off.
Of entries again that cover 4 continents, and they were all globe entries except for one flat earther, and I'm guessing you know who that is. Yes, Stephen Alonso. So, Stephen Alonso, you are the winner again. You get the trifecta. You won all 3 TFE challenges.
We just got Dave Mc...
No, he didn't. He was off. He was not close. Effectgerate. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name. It looks German. I can read a lot of German, but man, that name, holy shit. Effectgerate. Effectgerate? Garata? I don't know.
Keegan's time-lapse footage of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica, and it's doing exactly what the Flat Earth model predicted it would do.
No, it didn't, man.
This is fascinating. This is a big win for Flat Earth, even right now as it starts climbing up through their arc of vision. Look at that. Every prediction made by the Flat Earth model has come true.
No, it hasn't. See, this is bullshit you've made up. That relies on a dome of observation that no one can find, that you can't see. You're just bullshitting the world, man. You're gaslighting the world. You ask anybody, you go back through videos before the fucking final experiment, and you see how many of them say 24-hour sun is impossible on flat Earth. The sun makes a circuit around the tropics, and can't be seen south. Yeah, you're full of shit, man. You're a liar. He's trying to tell his audience that what they've witnessed in the past 10 years is exactly opposite of what they've seen. That's called gaslighting. Why don't we see it getting bigger or smaller? That's what I want to know. And why, when the sun's here, right, and you can see it here, and they can see it here, why can't they see it here? See, you're only showing it in the center of the map. See, it's bullshit. So according to that, let's go back one.
We just got...
So you can see it here, and these people over here can see it here, right? It's 24-hour sun, but the people in here can't. So you can see it all the way across here, right, from here to here, but these people can't see it at all. That's weird. So this is just an advertisement for his fucking app. Why do flat Earth models have 8 billion little domes over them? Jesus Christ. Are you misled by spherical geocentric models?
Searching for a longer day.
What the fuck is this? Look at what the moon's doing.
People feeling like the light has just come.
And this is this the sun?
We must never stop the way. Let's jump out here.
So what is that? What the fuck is this?
My name, grasping into life.
And this thing's going spiraling up? What the fuck is this guy on?
Life is happy, but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
And don't you think if they were here, they'd be able to see the dome? Right? Or where were they? They were over here. They were down there. But why can't you see that? You can. Okay, it's just cut off. But yeah, like they saw the 24-hour sun here and here and here and here and here. Right? So don't you think they'd be able to see the fucking dome? And you said in the other video that the dome isn't here. So what is this? What's this thing? Because you said it's like way bigger, right? Because the moon thing?
Savannah.
I mean, this makes absolutely no fucking sense in the world, man. What the fuck is this thing? Is this the sun? Where's the sun? I mean, that's the moon, right?
Savannah will never be.
That's got to be the sun. It's got to be the sun. It's tracing an analemma. So how the fuck doesn't the sun? When does the sunlight get over here, man? When does the sunlight get over here? I mean, you're looking at I don't know how many days. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. This is a time lapse of every day. Okay. I mean, again, this makes absolutely no fucking sense. So when does the Earth get between the sun and the moon for that eclipse? When does that happen? When do we have the shadow of the Earth on the moon? How does that predict this? Or how does this predict that? Look at this horse shit. The moon just goes in and out like something can do that. Like the laws of motion just don't mean anything.
Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always.
My God, this is horse shit. Let's see. Planets on flat Earth. They move backwards. They move backwards when they want. No, they have a retrograde orbit because the Earth is not in the center of the universe. So he doesn't understand retrograde. And again, it's Journal of Geocentric Cosmology, which is not a flat Earth. This is not geocentric at all. He just doesn't have a clue, man. Not a fucking clue. This is just car keys for fucking flat Earth infants. Just shaking car keys in front of flat Earthers and them going, oh, whoa, something cool.
Hey guys, so I'm playing around with the moon and the VISA Cosmos Plasma Moon Map. So as you may...
Oh, so he took something that was taken from the moon and he overlaid it on the moon and it matches. See that? Goddamn, he's a fucking goddamn genius is what this guy is.
Hey guys.
He didn't even line him up right.
So I'm playing around with the moon and the Visa Cosmos plasma moon map. So as you may or may not know, the theory is that the moon is a map of our Earth, and we get that by using first principle concepts, which is why it follows the scientific method.
First principle. What? What? He's using first principle concepts.
That the moon is a map of our Earth, and we get that by using first principle concepts, which is why it follows the scientific method.
But you're not, though. You're not. Give this shit to any astronomer and tell him to confirm your hypothesis. he'll laugh in your face.
And why it holds up as a very valid argument. So you see, like down in the bottom right, where Australia is. See how you can clearly see where Australia is, Lemuria is. You see South America.
No, these are both pictures of the moon, dipshit. Jesus fucking Christ.
America, and it's accurate sizes. So let's see if we can zoom up on Australia so I can show you what I mean. And then let's put the Gleason map kind of over top of it. So you know how the...
Did it look anything like that? No, it doesn't, does it? No, it fucking doesn't. Nothing like that. Where's this? Where the fuck is this? Why doesn't Russia and China come all the way out to here? You're full of shit, man.
The Gleason map would...
You're gullible and you're gaslighting the world.
Distort is what apparently seems to happen. However...
Well, see, the thing in the sky, that the moon is just a reflection of the Earth. Zerzus. The moon is a reflection of the Earth. And see, the moon shows us all these lands, unexplored lands that we can't get to. Because they won't let us go to the moon.
When we're using the moon map, it has the known size, so we don't need to do anything to argue for that. The moon map just has it at the accurate size it is. So it addresses a lot of problems. And let's zoom.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just points out to the authorities who's insane.
Zoom out and go back to this area again. I think it's very good because you guys can use...
But yet you had the dome here. So what does the dome keep us from getting here? Is that it? So you couldn't just walk and hit the dome?
Use the same free tool I'm using and overlay the Gleason map and see how it fits in, but it's not...
It doesn't, though. It doesn't fit, motherfucker. It doesn't fit. You think it does because you have pareidolia.
Perfectly accurate, and I think a lot of us know it's not perfectly accurate, and we kind of feel that...
See, where's this shit? Where's all this land, man? Where's all this? You've got a fucking continent the size of China. Where's this?
The moon is the more accurate map of Earth, and we know that if the world was...
So he thinks the moon is a more accurate map of the world. That's what this idiot thinks.
Created, we would have to kind of be given a map, and this is first principle concept. So we get
first principle concepts. First principle concepts definition. Look at that. It's spelled shit wrong and then asked me if I meant this. Fuck you, Google. First principle is a fundamental assumption or basic proposition that cannot be derived from any other proposition, essentially serving as the foundational building block of a concept or idea, often used in philosophy and science to analyze problems by breaking them down to the most basic elements. It is considered a core truth that can't be reduced any further. So no, that's not a first principle, you fucking retard.
Get away from the Gleason map, because the Gleason map, as you see right now, is not compatible with the moon.
The Gleason map is not compatible with the moon. Yeah, because it's the fucking moon, man. The Gleason map is a fucking unwrapping of the spherical Earth. That's what that is. So no, it would not match the moon.
But it is perfectly compatible with
Brixie! I see what you did there.
the plasma moon map, where it's just slightly different. But it gives us the accurate areas.
It's slightly different? Okay.
So this is the areas that we all know here, and this is perfectly accurate.
It's perfectly accurate. No, it's not, man. You just showed it. Fuck. God damn. Holy shit. Is it raining?
So I just wanted to make that quick video as I'm sliding through and going around the different stuff. When you play with levels, you can do this as well. You can kind of see that it makes perfect sense. We're living on the map of the moon. The moon is showing a perfect reflection of Earth.
No, it's not, man. It's not, or else when you overlaid the AE map over it, it would match. And as you said, it doesn't. Jesus, that's not perfect. Right? 10 doesn't perfectly match 100%. Okay? God
Now
damn.
I know the earth is flat because I've studied all the science. And now I know more than all the scientists.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Flat Earth, Steve, I got degrees in flat Earth. Flat Earth, Steve, I got degrees in flat Earth.
Hey there.
Flat Earth, Steve, I got degrees in flat Earth. Yeah, absolutely gonna clip it.
Now I know the earth is flat because I've studied all the science. And now I know more than all the scientists. Flat Earth, Steve, I got degrees in flat Earth. Flat Earth, Steve, I got degrees in flat Earth.
Hey there, it's Steve from Belize.
Oh my God.
County. Now I want to go over solar eclipses and lunar eclipses on the flat Earth model and show you guys how that works, how we can predict them, and even show you how they're caused. I was recently watching a flat Earth debate where someone said that they don't know what a solar eclipse is.
Yeah, he's wearing all his merch. That is adorable, isn't it?
And they don't know what a lunar eclipse is. And in my opinion, I don't think that's acceptable because science and math is how we know the Earth is flat, and we're in 2024, so we have quantified flat Earth models that allow us to make accurate astronomical predictions. So I hope I can help teach people how this stuff works and go over the basics of it. So
then every astronomer on the planet will agree with you then, right?
as you know, throughout the day, the sun and moon will travel in circular paths above us. This is well known. I think we can all
No, this is not well known.
Agree on that. There's nothing weird about that. Now, eclipses happen.
He keeps saying that. As we know, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
about every 18 years and 11 days. There's roughly there's an exact number, and these are cycles that geocentric cosmologists have known about and been tracking long before the advent of the heliocentric model. This goes back to ancient times. They're called the Saros cycles, and
yes, and the Saros cycle cannot predict the path of totality. It can only predict the time that an eclipse will happen in a specific place. And when you move locations, you have to start a whole new cycle over. It's a completely observable cycle.
And I want to talk about the October.
You can't predict without observing it beforehand.
Second eclipse that is coming up. You can see it is predicted here in the Saros 144 cycle. October 2nd, we know there's going to be an eclipse. Now we don't know the timing of it.
But we do know the timing of it because we use Kepler's math, and I'm not sure what standard that NASA uses, but they don't use a Saros cycle.
So I want to be very clear about that. We don't want to misrepresent anything. The Saros cycles...
Excuse me? You don't want to misrepresent anything? You might want to delete most of your channel then, like all of it.
Will tell you the date, but they won't tell you the exact timing. To get the timing and the path of totality, you need to have an actual quantified flat Earth model. So this is more...
No, that won't work.
Advanced than what the ancient Babylonians were doing. The sorcerers could still give you the date, but they didn't have computers like we do now.
The sorcerers, you mean the smart people in the village? See, that's what the ignorant people called the smart people in ancient times, is wizards and sorcerers and magicians.
Where I'm going to show you.
So thanks for admitting that you're one of the ignorant people.
How the flat Earth model can actually predict the exact timing. So let's take a look at the orbits of the sun and moon. And right now it's September 24th. We don't have that many days until October 2nd. So let's just cycle through the days and see what happens to the orbits of...
So we've got 3 more videos after this. I'll get rid of this one. That one's 20 minutes long. We'll get rid of that one.
The sun and moon. So, are they intersecting? That looks like what it will happen. And then we also see that we have a new moon, which is the solid black.
So you're showing the sun and moon as flat disks. Why? Why? They are spheres. This is proven.
Phase. Now, let's go through the timing and see when these orbits will intersect with each other. So let me actually zoom up here so you can actually try to see what I'm trying to do. So see how they're almost touching? I believe there will be a moment where they are like touching, intersecting. And when that happens, I believe that is when the solar eclipse will happen. So let me just now zoom out. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, collision
So
pending.
you see right here, we predicted the solar eclipse. For me in Belize at Central Time, I can expect to look up at about 10 o'clock a.m. and see this solar eclipse. So I'm gonna...
It's Central Time? Time zone of Belize, South America. Central Standard Time. Okay.
Test that when it actually comes, because for me it's all about the science and math. I want to be able to, like, I made this model, so I want to be able to test it to confirm that it's accurate, and if it's not, I want to know what I did wrong. So for...
No, you don't. No, you don't. What you've done wrong is the Earth isn't flat. That's what you've done wrong. You've assumed that Walter Bisland's flat Earth model is legitimate and not a joke.
For me, I implemented the Soros
You're gaslighting everybody. That's what you're doing wrong.
cycles. You can look them up. They're very basic. It's every 18 years, and this is well tested. We know it's going to work. Now, what I did is I
Hi, one big pond. No, it's not tested. No, it doesn't work.
implemented the flat Earth celestial mechanics, where we get that intersection of lunar nodes. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. See right
Lunar nodes?
here, even in Eastern cosmology, so you see the Rahu at the top, and
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck is this?
Ketu at the bottom. They knew that when these two paths intersect, we're going to have either a lunar or a solar eclipse. It happens every 18 years. You can't argue about it. So with Rahu, they said that
yeah, he's just making shit up.
Rahu was this solid black object that crosses in front of the sun, and that is exactly what we see on the flat Earth model.
No, it's not. This is horse shit. What the fuck is this, man?
We see. Oh, are they actually moving? Oh, that's cool.
So how does a lunar eclipse work?
But we see that the solid black object crosses in front of the sun, and we get a solar eclipse. You can look online for photos of a solar eclipse.
Well, that's weird because we see the moon right here, but all of a sudden the moon just changes to this Rahu or Ketu or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So it morphs into that and stays like that until it passes, and then all of a sudden it's the moon again? Really?
And this will be it. Now, if the black object was completely covering the sun, you'll have a little ring, because the sun has a glow. So even though they are the exact same size, the sun and moon are the exact same size.
No, they aren't. No, they look the same size.
You'll still have that outer ring glow around it. So I think that's really, really cool.
You're a simpleton.
One other thing. So let's talk about a lunar eclipse. So for a lunar eclipse to happen, we know that we're going to have a full moon, and we know that the sun and the moon are going to be on opposite sides.
Of the Earth. Of the Earth. Not opposite sides of this bullshit. Opposite sides of the Earth. The Earth in between them.
Now, from my memory, I think there's one around March 15th in 2025. So let's go there and just see what these orbits look like. Close. So see how we have the full moon and it's on opposite sides, but what I need is...
So how does the Earth get between them, man?
To know when these orbits intersect. That is how in flat Earth celestial mechanics, well, actually there's only one cosmology.
Yes, that is true, real Cygnus. Not all eclipses are annular. He's just dumb.
So just in science in general, this is how we determine when there is an eclipse. So let's keep on going through the days. No. So the orbit's getting larger. See that? So we want to subtract days. So it might not be March 15th. It might be March 14th or the 12th. Let's see as we go. Okay, no. So it's going to be right around here. And then let's play with the time. So it gets bigger that way and smaller this way. Okay, cool. So then hold on. Let's try to get that perfect intersection. Oh yeah, the scientific method's been applied. So this
my God.
Orbits getting larger through mechanics. Orbits intersect. That is how in flat Earth celestial mechanics, well, actually, all like there's only one cosmology. So just in science in general, this is how we determine when there is an eclipse. So let's keep on going through the days. No. So the orbit's getting larger. See that? So we want to subtract days. So it might not be March 15th. It might be March 14th or the 12th. Let's see as we go. Okay, no. So it's going to be right around here. And then let's play with the time. So it gets bigger that way and smaller this way. Okay, cool. So then let's... Yeah, hold on. Let's try to get that perfect intersection. Oh yeah, the scientific method's been applied. So then if we zoom out, I can guarantee you that the sun will be...
Oh yeah, the scientific method's been applied.
On the exact opposite side. So see that? Let's go to a bird's eye.
Okay, then how does the Earth get between those two things? How does it get between those things to cast a shadow on the fucking moon, asshole?
View, just so it looks a little cleaner. Now, what happens with a lunar eclipse is we need the sun to somehow intersect with the moon. But there are...
No, that's not what a lunar eclipse does. A lunar eclipse is the sun's light is being blocked from getting to the moon.
Opposite sides right now of the Earth. So how does that happen? You'll want to look into what's called the coffee cup caustic. What
the coffee cup caustic has absolutely nothing to do with anything, man. Nope.
What this does is...
So he thinks that's a coffee cup caustic. That's what he thinks.
It causes the sun to focus its beam right over here on the moon. Now, I'm probably going to throw a photo up here when I go to edit this video just so you can actually see what the coffee cup caustic is. And then I'm also going to put a little photo for the solar eclipse maybe 5 minutes back.
No, he already went through a solar eclipse.
Just because I want you guys to really understand what these look like and how the flat Earth model confirms that lunar eclipses and solar eclipses are real, they do happen, and the flat Earth model is a testament to that.
Oh, wow. So a scientifically accurate flat Earth model, again. Scientifically accurate. Because, yeah, the sun always just illuminates just a little bit of area right here, right? Never half of it, right? This is scientifically, or Journal of Geocentric Cosmology, who's showing a non-geocentric map or model. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's see. Equinoxes on the flat Earth model. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Steve here. I've had a lot of people ask me about the equinox, and as it's approaching, I figured...
See, if he was a professor, he would say Dr. Steve. Always.
It's a really good time for us to test the flat Earth model and confirm whether our hypothesis is correct, if it can predict what we will expect to observe in real life. So to quickly go over what the equinox is, this red line here is the equator. So throughout the year, the sun moves between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So right up here, that is the Tropic of Cancer.
You just showed it moving like way down here. Right?
Earth model and confirm whether our hypothesis is correct, if it can predict what we will expect to observe in real life. So to quickly go over what the equinox is, this red line here is the equator. So throughout the year, the sun moves between the Tropic of Cancer.
Right there, you've just debunked flat Earth. You've just proven this model is completely wrong. Because the sun never goes south of the tropic.
And the Tropic of Capricorn. So right up here, that is the Tropic of Cancer, and then down here, that's the Tropic of Capricorn.
Right, it never goes further south than that. So your fucking model is absolutely fucking horseshit.
And the sun.
Hey, K-Mac, how you doing? Jesus Christ.
Sun oscillates through there throughout the year, and that's why we get the analemma pattern, why we get seasons. Now,
no, there'd be no reason for seasons to change at all if the sun moved just this little bit ever.
Let's go to
seasons would be non-existent. It would be summertime everywhere on flat Earth.
Back to 2024, September 20th, because that's the equinox coming up. Now, this is adjusted for Central Time, so the time itself will be wrong. Well, the time zone will be wrong. The time itself is correct. So see what here as the sun rises? This is what can confuse a lot of people. So let's zoom out. So see how for our observer the sun will be rising in the east, due east, directly 90 degrees. You can see the data that the flat earth model has predicted up here at the top. At 1 degree when the sun starts to rise, it's going to be right at east 90 degrees. However,
how could that be at 1 degree? It's not far enough to be at 1 degree. It's not. It'd have to be about 350,000 miles away to be at 1 degree.
The sun itself is not in that direct angle. So how does this happen? This is what we observe. For example, you see right here at solar noon, when you're looking straight up, we know that's where the actual sun will be. So we know that the sun is taking
the actual sun. Okay.
This great circled path, but why does it appear at the horizon even though it's way over there? Now,
because the Earth is a sphere, dipshit. That's why.
Now,
on a flat Earth, the sun could never go below 25 degrees above the horizon, ever, anywhere, and no one would not see it. It would always be daylight everywhere.
Perspective is important to understand. For one thing, I think it's extremely important to understand that as objects get farther away, they appear to be lower in altitude. And this is how mountains appear lower, all objects.
No, it's not how they appear lower. Well, yeah, perspective, but also curvature.
Behave that way. Now, going back to what we're talking about here, there's really two reasons I can think about. The dome firmament in the first place. So I think if we go...
Okay, prove there's a dome firmament. Prove it.
Go to a better view, we can see what we're actually looking at. If we're looking at this way, we have the dome right in front of us. So I think that's one explanation for...
I think you get a lifetime prescription for those, Wrath.
What could happen. And another explanation is that light just bends this way. You know, we have many explanations: gravitational lensing, Snell's law, especially if the North Pole is
gravitational lensing, Snell's law, words
there. It makes
reasons.
Sense that light could bend in that way. Let me go to a bird's eye view. So I could see how that happens if there is a strong force in the center and light appears to bend that way.
Oh, if there was a strong force. Okay, what's this strong force?
But we can debate over how it works. I'm just telling you what will happen. So this is what the flat earth model predicts, and we can test it and see that it will be accurate for the
No, you can't test that. You can't.
equinox as it rises. So see how that yellow line appears? That's what happens when the sun comes within our perspective.
Within our perspective. So show us geometrically how the sun could be out of our perspective. 3,000 miles up. Show that. Show us the math. Don't show us this horse shit that you designed. Show us the math.
And it might even be something as simple as the 1 degree for every 69 miles. We don't really know.
We don't really know. You're a fucking professor, asshole. What the fuck? We don't really know.
But this is what the flat earth model predicts. And that's how it works. So the difference is the apparent sun and the actual sun. That's what can confuse a lot of people.
Yes, because there isn't an actual and an apparent sun. There's one sun. It's the sun we see in the sky. You don't have an apparent sun other than that one. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's stupid. He really is dumb.
So here's how the sun works on our flat earth. And we
No, that's yeah, okay, whatever.
can move around in this model as well. See how it fades away? Now this has
See how it never comes near the horizon? And light doesn't behave like that. That's not the physics of light.
to do with how our vision works.
You don't know how our vision works because you're an idiot.
Let me adjust some of these parameters so you can see. If I increase the line of sight, you can see the sun, but we really can't see forever. And this is a big
We can as long as there's nothing blocking our view. But we can see stars further away. Why can we see stars further away? Huh? Put all the stars in the sky. Put the stars in the sky, man.
big confusion. People who fall for the globe conspiracy have this belief that you can see for an infinite distance.
You can. We can see for millions of light years. We can see at least 93 million miles away.
Simple because
We can see stars that are on the firmament, but we can't see the sun that's closer to us.
NASA telescope told them they could. In real life, we know that we can't see forever. And when we adjust the distance of our vision, we can replicate what.
Adjust the distance of our vision. Does he think that that our eyes go out and get information? Is that what he thinks?
We actually then see in real life.
Good Lord, man. This guy is fucking retarded. He really is. He doesn't have a goddamn clue. He thinks he's a professor. He thinks he's a professor of a legitimate college, a legitimate university. Motherfuck. What an idiot. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you. I'm not going to, I'm done. 3.5 hours. Yeah, that's enough for today. So, yes, he's seen FTE. He actually participated in the challenges and won. I don't know how he won. I really don't know what Will Duffy's standards are, but they're not real high. So, yeah, it's a step up from Kyle Adams. Absolutely. But, wow. I mean, what a fucking retard. What an abject dipshit. God damn it. First he thinks that the dome covers like the moon and then it's only the AE map. So I don't know. He's just fucking stupid. Can you get punched in the face in Belize? I think people have had that happen to them. See, people like this just never had anyone that cared enough for them to slap the living shit out of them for thinking stupid shit. They just don't. Nobody gave them that kind of love. So I'd say they're equal, Cygnus. They're equally as ignorant. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Drop $1 in the kitty if you can. Hit like and subscribe. I've seen a lot of new faces. And if you can, hit the subscribe button. And click the like button. Give me that thumbs up. And until next time, till you see again, thanking you.